Hey, what's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? Why? I gotta wipe this camera here. There we go. All right, guys. Good evening, good night, good whatever it is by you. Hope you guys are all doing well. All right, guys. If you can start tapping and sharing, that would be great. Make sure you guys send in your heart me as well. And I don't know how long I'm going to be live. I actually wasn't really planning on going live tonight at all. But here I am. All right. Yeah, so guys, if you want to start tapping and sharing this on now, that'd be very, very helpful to me, okay? Um, Again, make sure if you can send in your harmony. Hey, John. Here's the deal, guys. If you can start, some of you, I know there's not many people in here. You guys are starting to trickle in a little bit. If you guys can all go to the tube and subscribe to me over there, that would be very helpful. And it'd also be great if some of you, if you have a second device, can watch over there and like it and maybe comment and stuff like that. It would sort of help get the engagement on up and get it going. So if there's a few people that want to do that, that would be very helpful. I mean, it's the same thing. So even if you don't have two devices, if you want to have one and watch over there, that'd be great. But it would sort of help things if I had a bit more people in there to get the thing going. Yeah, no, thank you, John. I appreciate it. I assume most people have already done so. What's up, man?
You hear me okay? We get
I
no
hear
delay,
you.
right?
No, we're good. As long as the tube is okay, we should be good. Hey, Leah, I see you in the tube. Are we all good? Can you hear me? Can you hear Matt? Just want to make sure it's all good. Um, but yeah, again, guys, if you all can tap and share, this is my backup. The backup goes a little slow, so if you guys can kind of help out and engage in the comments a bit, that'd be great. And make sure you follow me here if you don't already. If somebody can go to the tube and check out to see if the
It
sound and all that is good.
sounds good on the tube. I just checked
Okay,
on my
yeah,
computer.
actually, I heard it in the background actually.
Yeah,
So, all
yeah.
right, well, we seem to be all good then.
And I can hear myself in real time. So,
There you go. All right, all right, we're cool.
um, hey, Doug? Do you want to try playing a video real quick?
Oh yeah, good call. Um,
I mean, since like while you're getting things rolling.
Yeah, let me just go to some video on YouTube or whatever. Let's see what I can find. Here, we'll watch an RTP vid. We'll watch an RTP video. All right, so Safari. I see. We just ooh, no text. No. Why did that show up? That should have. That could have been bad. Why did that show up? That's not Safari. That's not up. That shouldn't have shown.
I have no idea why that happened.
Let me. Oh. Okay. There we go. We're good now. Oopsie. All right, here we go. All right, this is just an ad, but whatever. Can you guys all hear it? All right, I stopped it. Did you guys hear it though? Did you hear it, Matt? Oh, are you there, Matt? All right, no one saw a thing. That's good. I don't think it was Matt. Are you there? Well, shit. Now
Did you unmute it in OBS?
What's that? Oh, that's right. That's
Did you-
right. That's right. I forgot to
Yeah.
do that. Unmute the system thing.
Did you unmute it in OBS?
Okay, here.
Go.
Try
Of a
now.
lawless, twice impeached, convicted felon president who not only unleashed a mob
Play now.
against Congress and his own vice president, but is now pardoned and released
Can you
into
guys all hear
our
it?
communities hundreds of extremists, insurrectionists, and cop-beating felons
Yeah?
who have proceeded to commit dozens more crimes.
can you guys hear it in the
against American
tube?
Yeah.
people since they
It's
were
coming through on the tube. You got it.
Perfect.
But now
I
make
understand
sure
you
that
were
when
a
you stop it,
long-distance marathon
mute it
runner.
on OBS.
Yeah, good call. Cool. All right. We are all good then. Oh, let me
I-
that. All right, man. Really appreciate you.
All right. I hope it's a good stream, man. I think knock on wood, I think everything's okay.
Everything's
So
good. Yeah, I mean, as we spoke about, it's going to take a few days to a week to get things going on the studio instead. So I just got to run through it, but it'll be all right.
And any of you guys who are over here on TikTok, even if it's just for a minute, run over to the tube, drop a like, drop a comment, help Doug out. Make sure, even if you prefer watching on TikTok, help him get things going over there because that helps the algo. So even if you just go over there for a second, drop a like, drop a comment. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
All
Thanks,
right.
Matt. Appreciate you.
All right, man. I'll catch you. Bye.
All right, take care. All right, guys. Well, we're good to go. As I said, I am on my backup. I am just starting on the studio here again, so it's gonna be a little slow. But as long as we get like some guests and you guys kind of engage with all that stuff, we should be all right. So, what is up? Hello, Jeff, Telly. Hello. Hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, again, so just as Matt said, if you guys can, some of you, especially if you have a second device, if you guys can watch me on the tube, that would be really, really great. Make sure you guys like it, sub to me over there. Even if you have one device, just if you can do that. So, but anyways, guys, we're looking for opposition. Okay, so if you voted for Trump, please hit the request button at the bottom. Okay. And again, this is my backup, so if you follow me on my main, make sure you follow me here too. Tube name, Dougielifts, Dougielifts. Same name as I got here. And I do plan on actually changing that, to something that is more politically oriented. Something that's more searchable, clickable, whatever. Magas don't hate any of those? Perfect, you're the exact person I want to talk to. Because I disagree. Heavily disagree. Oh, we got 11 people in the tube. What is up, guys? 11 people. That's pretty damn good. What is up? What is up? Oh. Matt, you tried calling me on Discord for some reason. Was that a mistake or what? Hello, Ray. Bobby, why aren't you coming on up? Well, it doesn't matter. We got somebody else. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, not much. I just need to know your age before we move forward.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Okay. How you doing? Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm cool. You?
Yeah, man, I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty cool
So,
background you got there.
right on, man. So, do you disagree with the background, I
So
assume?
yeah, so I just don't understand how MAGA hates like children.
Yeah, man.
Maybe you
So,
can make like a stronger case for some of the other things up there, but children, I just don't understand.
yeah, for sure. So, um, if you voted for Trump, and that's who I'm putting under the umbrella of MAGA, if you voted for him, you're voting for things that are harmful for children. So, in terms of like, for example, transgender individuals, right? If you take away gender affirming care, you're going to increase the rates of them self unaliving themselves. So that's not really pro life. Okay. So Trump's against gender affirming care. So if you vote for that, you're voting for that, right? So that's a big thing. Also,
So I
we
mean,
can get into immigration as well, but I think this would be a good topic. I think this is a pretty, yeah, relative topic for it.
it's pretty subjective, I guess, but I mean, don't you think that from their perspective, they obviously aren't doing this out of hatred for children? Or is this
I
just meant to be
well,
like inflammatory?
well, if you want me to give an honest answer, I think people on the right believe they're doing a good thing, but impact over intentions.
Okay. Yeah, as long as that's clarified.
But
I
I
really
also but hold
just
on,
so
but I think the Schnazis thought they were doing a good thing as well. They truly believed they were doing a good thing. So I think your intentions of doing a good thing are not really all that important.
yeah, right. But you could say Schnazis, why do you hate uh, Jews, right? And that would be a pretty like honest question. I think the way you're approaching this more so is a lot more dishonest, right? Nazis clearly had like an entire regime built to like. I don't know if the general populace of Germany knew this, but like concentration camps. I think they were kind of lied to about concentration camps, which is
Hmm.
what got a lot of people on board. But yeah, like you could ask like somebody from 1940s Germany, why do you hate Jews? And you could probably get a pretty like direct answer. I think this is just a bit disingenuous. Like obviously, MAGA doesn't hate these people. If anything, they're doing this out of hate for maybe like the behaviors that they don't agree with,
Yeah,
not
but
out of the hate for anybody.
I understand that, but once again, it's the policies and the actions that are harmful or hateful, if you will. So, like, it doesn't really matter again what their intentions are. I think if you're taking away gender affirming care, if you're treating immigrants a certain way, you are being very, very harmful towards children. So,
I think when you analyze like things like therapy, especially in like younger children, I'm sure that could probably be much more. I'm not sure the stats on that, but things like therapy are probably much more helpful than gender affirming care. No, or would that fall under the same category?
hold on. Are you guys hearing a static, by the way? I'm hearing a lot of static when he's talking. What was that that you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, would I think most MAGA people wouldn't be opposed to things like therapy for people experiencing gender dysphoria, especially children. Like, would that
Yeah,
fall
well,
under
therapy
gender affirming
therapy
care?
is a form of gender affirming care. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think. Would you think that the vast majority of MAGA would be opposed to that, like therapy?
Shit, dude. All right. Once again, getting a technology issue. Hold on. You there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I
Okay,
can
I
hear
was
you.
getting a static. It seems to be gone. All right. Yeah. So therapy is under the umbrella of gender affirming care.
Yeah, so do you, just like an honest question, do you think that the vast majority of MAGA would be opposed to something like therapy for children experiencing gender dysphoria?
It depends on the therapy. I think many MAGA people don't believe gender dysphoria is like a real thing. I think they think trans people are not like a real thing, so they would be for like sort of like conversion therapy, which would be extremely harmful. I
Um,
don't think they would be for affirming one's gender as a transgender individual.
right, but when we're talking about somebody's identity, that can obviously be something that's like majorly influenced and even just like manipulated by societal factors. things that people are exposed to from a young age. I mean, that's just like a commonly known.
How can you influence someone's gender?
Not their gen. You don't think that somebody could maybe be born into a family with a lot of girls or predominantly women that don't really ever encourage them to act in a masculine way.
Andy, thank you
Possibly
so much for the gift. W. Andy. Keep going, man. You're good. I
This
hear
could
you. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, something you don't think that somebody maybe born in a predominantly feminine household where they're not really exposed to any masculine, I guess people would call it energies, uh, possibly can fall into that sort of feminine just way of acting, leading them down a path of believing they're transgender.
Well, somebody being feminine, some being transgender is a very different thing. Can someone be shaped by their upbringing in terms of their behavior? Yeah, 100%. You can't shape someone's gender, though, and that's what transgender is. That right? Like it's your gender identity, and no, you growing up around a bunch of women will not make you a trans woman, or vice versa.
Right, but that's sort of what I'm trying to just basically touch on. I don't believe that it maybe directly makes people transgender, but it definitely changes how society views them, which is hand in hand how they view themselves, right? So if you're typically viewed as a feminine person and other people view you as a feminine person and put you in that box, you're more likely to, but you are considered a man still, you're a man, you're more likely to fall down the idea of, transgenderism because you're going to be confused. You're understanding that you're not aligning with these traditional traits, and like you don't think that's a conundrum that a lot of
So
people could
transgenderism is number one,
experience?
not a term. No, again, I don't. This is not how transgender people come to be or anything along those lines. This just goes against every
Okay, so how do they
piece
come
of
to be?
evidence. This goes against every piece of evidence that we have. Every major medical organization community
I
would
mean,
disagree with you.
can you explain to me how they come to be then?
Well, everyone. So your gen. So like for example, like you're a man, right? I assume you're a man. No one could have shaped you any differently as not being a man. There's nothing that could have happened to you that would have made you be a woman, right? That's
That I don't believe that. I disagree with that. So what do you have to say about that?
I think you need to provide evidence that you can shape somebody's gender.
I mean, I can certainly provide a lot of evidence that we can shape somebody's identity from a young age in general.
But you can't shape someone's gender identity.
I mean, is gender not a part of identity?
No, you can't. I'm just asking you to provide evidence that, say, transgender women or transgender men are more likely to have been grown up in households in which they're more feminine or more masculine. I'd assume there's tons of data on that, and if there was, you should be able to provide it.
Well, I'm not even saying that that correlation necessarily would equal causation. I'm not even. I feel like that would be a bit of a fallacious like path to go down. I'm more so just saying that we need to consider like certain ramifications of how people may be treated from a young age and how that shapes how they view
Well,
themselves, right?
even if someone being transgender was in part shaped by some sort of like like some sort of upbringing that wasn't like explicitly known, right? Like something that was just like very what would be the word? Like nothing that was like controllable, right? Like so even if that were the case, who cares? Transgender people exist. What does it matter? Even if that were true, I don't see how that
Yeah, I mean
matters.
I mean we understand that there's tons of mental illnesses associated with just being trans in general, right?
I mean, maybe
So
it's
if
in
we can
part.
maybe avoid, and most trans people would even concede that the journey of being trans is a very difficult thing to have to undergo.
Well,
So if we
because
can
of how
maybe
they're
find a
spoken
way
about.
to,
Yeah, because of how they're
if we can
spoken
maybe
about
find a way
often.
to get around this, I'm sorry, what?
Don't do you think that maybe Trump and other Republicans constantly saying that trans people are the enemy, trans people are terrorists, it's a disease, it's a disorder, they don't know what they are. Do you think maybe those things play into their mental health? Maybe
I mean,
like,
that's a very easy thing to try to fall into, but yet again, that's a correlation equals causation
but don't you
fallacy.
think it's better to just treat people nice and
I mean,
not
can you
treat them?
admit that that's a correlation? Can you admit that that's a correlation equals
But
causation fallacy?
no, I think you don't know how to use
Yeah,
that fallacy.
can you admit that it?
No, I would
Because you're
like for you
literally
to. I'd like
saying,
for you to admit that
no.
it's not a
No, we
good thing to
can't move
treat people
past
like
that because
shit.
if we
Okay,
no, if
do
you
you
try to move
think?
past that,
But
this whole
let's
argument
just
is
not treat
disingenuous.
people like shit. Can we agree to not treat
No,
people
you
like
literally
shit?
just made a correlation equals causation fallacy. I mean,
It was not. I think it's a very fair assumption
no,
to.
that
Yeah,
you
I
did.
think it's a very fair assumption that Gabby, please don't call me. I think it's a very fair assumption that treating people like shit makes them feel like shit.
Yeah, okay, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so let's
But you're
not do
saying that's the
so let's
cause.
not do
You're
that.
saying that's
I
the
am not
cause.
saying that's the cause. I'm not saying that's the
So
cause.
so what else? So why
I
are you
am
not
saying
considering
maybe
other
we should
causes?
stop doing that.
I would
And
agree
you're
with that.
fighting it.
And I would agree with that.
But you're playing into it by this
No, I'm not.
conversation.
I'm not playing into that. If anything, you're just
Well, you
like
voted for the guy
that's
that's
built off
playing
of
into
your.
it. You're voting for the guy that says the most hateful, harmful things about them. So
No,
you are playing into it.
I just don't. I think it's the lesser of two evils, if to be honest.
Yeah, I don't
but
see how the lesser of two evils is a guy who's protecting child rapists.
listen, that's a much different conversation to go down. I'm not like.
I mean, if you think protecting child rapists is a good thing, then sure, in your eyes, it's the lesser of two evil. Cool.
No, it's not obviously. I mean, this is
Well,
like
I mean,
crazy,
but
like,
he is. I mean, he was supposed to release the Epstein files well over a month ago. Legally, they were supposed to. They are not doing that. At best case scenario, he is protecting the biggest child ring ever, of the child rapist ring ever. At best,
I would agree with
at best, he's doing that.
Okay, these are all things I agree with. I do not really like Trump.
So you think
As
that's
I said,
okay? That's the lesser of two evil. That
the
is
lesser of two evils. From that, you can infer that Trump is an evil. He's still an evil to me. So it's.
I don't understand how that is the lesser of two evil. What I just said, that is wild.
Okay. So, back to.
Yeah, back to transgender people. So I don't think it's relevant how they are trans, because even if what you are saying is true, it's not something that's controlled, right? And clearly, if they happen to have other issues like depression, anxiety, or whatever, that's not totally separate from being trans, right? Like, if these people somehow weren't trans, that doesn't mean that they wouldn't then have all these issues as well. You're acting like that would alleviate everything.
I mean,
right? Like, if you grew up in a shitty household, you're
to-
probably more likely to get those things.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that there are, like, okay, that's true to an extent, as well as, the stigmatization around trans people causing mental illness to possibly be worse. But there are all things that need to be considered, and the real issue is how quickly you guys seem to, like, erupt at these ideas being tested. And it's
What
just
ideas?
like
What ideas?
and I think that's why that's why you feel like a lot of MAGA people hate you, because when people say, well, maybe
What
trans
ideas?
kids are caused when people say maybe trans kids are caused from exterior influences in their childhood, and you guys,
I think you guys are, but you guys are playing armchair psychologists. Like,
And what are you playing?
I'm going by what the evidence says and what the experts say. You're going by what some Joe Rogan guest says.
No, that's not true at all. I mean,
Okay, show me a piece of evidence that says this then.
and if you're just like gonna appeal to like any piece of evidence out there,
Well, I'm not
knowing
appealing to
that it's
any. I'm
obviously-
appealing to the
clear, like,
vast
political
majority of every
influences.
major medical organization.
especially when you're under there's clear political influences at play. I mean, like,
Okay, but that's your guys' always fallback. Every time we provide research, study, evidence, it's always, oh, it must be the liberals. It must be them that's doing it. You guys always have the bullshit excuse and conspiracy for everything.
I mean, it's not even just I don't even want to seem like that kind of person, but realistically, most research is not all that reliable. I mean, we can take research and we can try to make like I think the best thing that we can do is try to interpret it, by talking about it. But the issue with you guys is you only want to use empirical evidence and just play by the data game.
Okay, so
that's not how you.
So
really
show
get
me data.
anywhere.
So show me other evidence that what you were saying is true. I don't want opinions. I don't want vibes. I don't want feelings. Show me what you're saying is
Exactly.
true. Now,
But it's not about that. It's about actually interpreting the data that you're looking at. So
Okay.
you can look at numbers.
so,
and
so
you can
okay,
maybe,
so but yeah, listen, dude. If you
point out
wanted
a
to, if
fact.
you want to disagree with the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, the Endocrine Society, American Medical Association, American Psychological Association, and American Psychiatric Association, by all means, go ahead, dude. You're welcome to disagree with them. I'm going to go ahead and stick with
Okay,
what
what
they
are
say.
these people saying? I don't know what they are even like saying exactly.
They all are backing up what I'm saying. Well, why do you think I would be referencing
Okay, what's
them?
your full position on like? We need to get into that more. I guess I've only really been talking to you about like the whole identity politics thing. What do you actually think? What do you agree with that they're saying?
Yeah, I mean their position on gender affirming care, how currently it is the best form of treatment that we have for them. The umbrella term of gender affirming care, how it's best to alleviate it, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, gender affirming care is like incredibly broad, though. Like, what do you want? What do you want to see in terms of gender affirming care?
I want the medical community to be able to do what they feel is appropriate and not have, again, armchair psychologists tell them otherwise. So, if, for example, their gender dysphoria is severe enough to where therapy and possibly SSRIs and all the other things didn't work, then they want to branch out to using potential hormone blockers and things like that. I think they should be allowed to do that in the rare cases that it happens. It's very rare. I think they should be allowed, since the research does say
Okay,
otherwise.
so you think it should be, we should just, trust these medical institutions. We should, just let them do what they need to do.
I think we should trust the vast amount of research that has been done on this that says these things to be true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just trust these, like, the medical, like these doctors that have a clear financial incentive to
There you go with the
do
conspiracies
certain
again. There you go with the
surgeries.
conspiracies again.
This is not a conspiracy.
So
I mean,
show-
how do doctors make their money?
So
How do doctors make their
I
money?
want you to show
How
me
do
that they have
doctors
a.
make their
I want
money?
you to show me they have a financial
Do
incentive to do
doctors
this.
make their money if everybody's healthy?
Show me,
Do doctors
just
make money?
show
if
me that they have a
everybody's healthy?
financial incentive to do this, dude. Because otherwise, you're
doctors
pushing
make
conspiracy theories.
If there's more healthy people, do doctors make more or less money?
Doctor, you think every doctor makes money off of a patient visit?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
So
if
when you
there
go
are
to
more
when you
healthy people, no, don't skip the question. I'm saying if there
Tammy, thank you for the 20 on Venmo. It says this beggar is making me so angry. Please kick him when you have an opposition, and we do have an opposition. W Tammy in the chat, thank you so much. I really
Hello, how are
appreciate you
you?
because gosh,
How are
you
you?
was getting annoying. Huge W for Tammy. I am doing well, sir. I just need to know your age before we move forward.
Sure, I'm 22 years old, and I'm so blessed to be able to speak with you tonight.
Cool, man. Are you opposition?
Yes, I wanted to speak about something I agree with Trump. You see, I agree with the fact that he wanted to get away from the World Health Organization. I believe the World Health Organization is a terrible industry. There are terrible people. You know what happened back in COVID 2020? Back in COVID 2020, a lot of people were unalived. They died because of their irresponsibility. They
Can you provide evidence? I don't want misinformation pushed over here, so I'm going to need you to provide evidence. And I have to be strict about misinformation. I'm not going to let you go on your rant that you were about to go on. Provide evidence.
Okay. You want evidence? Fine, I will give it to you.
Yeah. It's weird because the last guest would say your evidence might be not real because they're paid off. Because they have a financial incentive. Therefore, no research is true, guys. We just have to go off of vibes and feelings. Just go ahead and get your research, and I will. Just go ahead and get your research. Yeah, so guys, vibes and feelings. So to the last guest, vibes and feelings is what we should go off of. Studies don't really matter. Major medical organizations don't matter. Science really doesn't matter. We should go off of our vibes and feelings. If we feel a certain way, it's got to be true. Trust your senses, guys. It's common sense. That's what MAGA goes off of. They don't go off of
Wait,
objective
wait,
data.
hold on a second. According to the HTTPS WWWHHS government, the World Health Organization delayed declaring a global public health emergency and a pandemic during the early stage of COVID-19. It says here, I can show you the link.
Wait, what did it say?
It says according to the ISA official website of the United States government, it says that the World Health Organization delayed declaring a global public health emergency and a pandemic during the early stage of COVID-19, causing the world critical weeks as the virus spread. I just found the page.
Oh, okay, nothing you said was something I would disagree with. Yeah, there was a pandemic. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it says in an official report in a U.S. government page that it was delayed. The World Health Organization delayed the response. So
That they
because of-
what? That they lied?
delay it, the response, delay it.
Oh, delayed. Who delayed what?
Delayed.
Who delayed what?
The World Health Organization delayed the response of the pandemic, of the global public health
Really?
emergency.
That's actually interesting. Who was the one that was president that delayed it?
I mean,
who
we're
was pre-
talking about
Who was president at the time that didn't want to acknowledge it initially and delayed it? Who was that person?
Trump.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about how the World Health Organization didn't do a good job, because after China wanted to say to the world that COVID was spreading, they didn't pay them any attention. And since the World Health Organization didn't want to acknowledge these facts, basically they committed a mistake which costed a lot of lives.
What was that
You
last
know
part?
that- Okay, so China basically trying to warn the world that COVID was coming, and they delayed responses. The World Health Organization delayed responses, which costed a lot of lives. So basically, it spread out to the world, it spread the pandemic before, I don't know, countermeasures will be taken.
I thought your position. What was your position when you initially joined? Then I don't know if we. I'm not sure if there's a disagreement. I'm confused. So
So the World Health Organization is terrible. They're the worst. They're the reason why a lot of people died.
but
I want to speak about.
but hold on though. So what are you saying, that they shouldn't exist? That they should be modified, changed? What are we talking here?
Yeah, based on the things that happened in COVID, I believe they should be disbanded. They're terrible people.
Okay,
You
so
know,
they
according-
shouldn't exist. Who shouldn't exist?
According to the FDA, according to reports because of the FDA, vaccines of COVID-19 basically produced the deaths of children, according to the FDA
Hold on,
report.
stop. Hold on. The who shouldn't exist? Is this what you're saying?
Yes, they should be replaced. They should
By
be
who? By
replaced.
what?
They're
By what? By who or by what?
a new organization, a much better health organization, something better that didn't
Like
take
what?
people's lives.
Like what? Like what though? What is it that you would be changing? Because I'm all for better healthcare responses and things like that. So
Sure.
maybe
I
we
will
can
say-
agree. I don't know. Tell me what you would change.
I'm sure the values. The World Health Organization, from my perspective, doesn't care about values, doesn't care about human life. They just care about making a profit. As long as they make a profit out of sick people, they're basically making something out of themselves. You know, so a lot of medics actually just care about making profit and don't care about people's lives. Since business, I mean, medicine is just a business at the end of the day. And since medicine is just a business, a lot of people can just be clients when it comes to medical attention. And basically, they just care about making a profit out of it. I can give you
the who does the who profits.
the medical industry of the
Yeah,
world. The
but this
medical
is sure, dude. This is capitalism, man. Well, it sounds like you're anti-capitalism. Welcome to the club. I don't think it should be full
Okay.
profit either. We agree.
Yes, according to Trump, the World Health Organization, though playing human-to-human transmission early on, was low to declare global
Hold on.
emergency.
You can't cite Trump. Trump is not a source. You cannot cite Trump as a source.
I mean, I
You
believe that.
you cannot cite Trump as a source. Like, no.
Well, let's not say about Trump, but you have to understand that basically they delayed responses, and because of them, a lot of people died. That's facts. Like literally, a lot of people died.
Yeah,
back
dude.
in 20
Yeah, dude. People unalived from COVID. Sure, nobody denies that. Could there have been a better response? For sure, nobody says otherwise. I'm not
Yes.
sure where the disagreement's happening here. Like, I don't. I'm just confused. Like, where's the disagreement? Like,
Well,
yeah,
the USA of America was the largest financial contributor to the World Health Organization, and they paid hundreds of millions. And China paid far less, despite having a larger population. And basically they're all incompetent and cost a lot of people's life because of that. They paid basically hundreds of millions, yet that miserable organization basically cost a lot of people's life because of their incompetence, even though China pays far less
China pays far less what?
money
For what?
for funding, funding the organization.
I don't know if we're talking past each other or not. I am against capitalism. I think capitalism's harmful. So in the case of for-profit healthcare, I find that to be harmful. So if there's other countries that are doing it better, yeah, I would agree that we should change it, much like other countries are doing. Sure.
Yes.
I just don't understand where the disagreement is. Like I'm just confused. Like
I have a. Oh, sorry.
no,
Continue.
you're good. I just like I don't think I don't think like a for example, if there was a cure all for cancer, that it should be profited on, right? Or if there was
Yes.
some sort of surgery that I don't know, fixed tumors or whatever that was like that we knew for a fact was gonna like treat a tumor. I don't think those things should be profited on, right? Like I just don't believe that. But I heavily believe in medicine and science, which I hope you do as well. The last guest didn't,
I mean,
but maybe you
I
do.
mean, yes, I believe in science and medicine, but after COVID, and the reason why I do like them so much is because my mother died in 2023. They basically it was basically because of, from my own perspective, medical incompetence. Like,
Okay.
she had cancer, she had everything.
I'm
Do
sorry
you
for that.
know?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll hold on one second, guys. Let's move to a new guest at 25,000 likes. Ryan, I see you in the request box. I'll get to you shortly. Hang tight. So, listen, I'm sorry your mom. You said your mom passed. I apologize for
Yes.
that, or not apologize, but I am sorry that happened. But what does that have to do with like healthcare in general?
Because healthcare failed her. Healthcare basically was unable to better her. The medics were horrible. I can tell you that. And according to the studies I have made, according to information I've gathered, there's a lot of reasons. Like let me tell you this. It's not about COVID. It's not just about COVID. I have other concerns about the World Health Organization. Wait. Let me wait. Oh yes, the sexual abuse and exploitation scandals, especially in Congo. Let me tell you this. During the Ebola outbreak response in the Democratic Republic of Congo, staff and contractors, including the World Health Organization personnel, were accused of sexually exploiting local women, offering jobs
Uh,
or aid in exchange for sex, and failing to protect victims.
all right, hold on one second, man. Hey, Ryan, are you opposition?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I'll get to you in just a second. Hey, people on the
I'll
tube.
wait, man. I'm gonna go mute. I'm gonna mute.
Okay,
So go ahead,
we'll
finish
get to
your-
you. Okay, we'll get to you shortly. Hey, Toppy, I'm gonna do that shout out. You want me to say your name? Hey, Toppy in the tube, guys. If you're all watching on TikTok, if you guys can sub to me on the tube, it's Dougielifts. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if you have a second device, if you can watch me from there, like it, leave comments and stuff like that, that would help to kind of get things going. But yeah, so guys, 25,000. I'll move to the other guest on top. Okay. All right, God, go ahead.
Okay, so during the sexual abuse and exploitation scandals in Congo, during the Ebola outbreak response in the Democratic Republic of Congo, staff and contractors, including World Health Organization personnel, were accused of sexually exploiting local women, offering jobs or aid in exchange for sex, and failing to protect victims. The World Health Organization leadership did not.
Hold on,
act
slow
with the
down. You gotta
fight-
slow down, man. You gotta slow down. You're speaking really fast. Again, I don't like. It sounds like you're trying to argue with me that I don't. That's something I don't disagree on. Like I've already stated, I don't think healthcare should be profited off on.
Sorry,
Like-
I'm just trying to argue the worst things that the World Health Organization has done.
Okay, I listen, dude. I can't speak for everything the World Health Organization has done and weigh it out with the positive things they have done, right? Like, if there's changes that need to be made, fine. I highly doubt they are perfect. I'm sure there are issues with them, but
I can
I
show
just don't.
you-
I don't understand where the argument's coming from, though. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Madam
will-
Master, what's your claim exactly? We're kind of getting buried in the details here.
Yeah, like heavily.
Okay, the World Health Organization is an imperfect organization that costs people lives, costs people a
Okay,
lot of.
sure. I get that. How does that relate to the background?
Because Trump basically didn't want to support them. Basically, after
Okay, so
pandemic,
shouldn't okay. So understand that Trump didn't want to support the World Health Organization.
yes,
Okay, we all understand that.
it's
What does
because
that have to do with literally anything else?
well, according to him, according to sources, basically China, they didn't respond to China's claims about the pandemic and they basically delayed the process. They delayed
Okay,
the,
I get that. What does that have to do with the background?
I mean, it had to do with Trump's opinion.
Okay, and I mean, honestly, personally, not a huge fan of Trump or his opinion, because usually it's based in how he feels on that particular moment. Now, if you're going to talk about like science or LGBTQ plus people or women or children or immigrants, absolutely, we can go down a specific path. But the WHO
Well,
is
I
a
don't agree with Trump on every
gigantic-
single
wait,
thing,
I'm in the
especially
middle
when
of
it
a
comes to
sentence
immigrants
here.
and
I'm
Hey,
in the
hey,
middle of a
hey, hey, Chris is
sentence.
talking. Jesus Christ. Guys, keep tapping 25K. We're going to move on.
I feel like what Trump is doing when it comes to immigrants and when I don't like that. I don't agree with every single thing Trump does.
Okay.
And I will
So-
believe
Of the items on the background as it relates to science, LGBTQ, women, children, immigrants, where is an area that you think that Trump is showing the opposite of hate? That you agree with Trump?
I mean, he took Venezuela's president, who was a dictator and a terrible person, and he liberated Venezuela from its oppressive leader. So I will agree with that.
Well, the idea of just saying, well, we don't like this leader, so we should just imprison him. That's not really how things are done on the global stage, and it's a great way to end up in WW3.
Yeah. So can I please comment on this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So
but
hold
Wait,
on,
that's
hold
up
on.
to
So-
Doug.
Well-
so it's like it's 2 verse
Go-
1. So I feel like I need to step in. So
all right, but
I mean,
but hold on,
problem is-
hold on. But you wanted to talk on something different, I assume, right? When you came on in.
no, I actually want to talk on the point she just made.
All right, that's fine. But either way, I'm going to drop this other guest. God, I am going to drop you at 25K. Okay, so yeah,
Okay,
sure,
sure.
go ahead.
God bless you all.
Okay. So yeah, it is a problem when you have narco terrorists, drug dealers in your backyard, like Cuba, Venezuela, Honduras. So yeah, Trump's
So-
going to take care of them. Yes.
I thought no new wars. I thought Trump
Yeah,
ran on
yeah,
no new
yeah. The
wars.
first 4. Hold on, Christ. Yeah, the first 4 years we
It's
played
Chris.
nice.
Ryan,
We're not playing, Chris. We're not
Ryan,
playing nice
Ryan.
anymore, Chris.
can
There
you
you go.
slow
Chris,
down?
Chris, we're not playing nice anymore,
Ryan, slow
though. You don't need to say my name
down.
anymore. Hey, Doug, I'd like to debate you, bro. I don't want to
Hold
debate
on.
her.
First of all, Chris,
Come on, man.
Chris goes by they them, and listen, Chris is a part of this, so you're gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately.
Okay, so 2 verse 1. Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, sure, dude. So go ahead again, and just slow down,
So-
man, and relax, like we're just talking, man.
Bro, I'm slow. What do you mean? I'm fine. What are you talking about? Everything's good.
Holy
I'm just saying
cow.
you guys want the drug dealers in Venezuela to stay in
Okay,
power?
then the former president of Honduras that was convicted of drug smuggling, who Trump pardoned a few weeks back.
Yes,
If we're
Chris,
so
it's called a power
concerned,
move.
if we are so concerned about those dealers,
It's
then
called
why
a
is
power
he
move.
pardoning them?
It's called a power move. Do you know what a power move is?
I do,
Power
and that's
move.
not one, because if you want
Yes,
to
it
get
is.
if you want to get rid of the people that are bringing in rugs from other countries, you don't
They're
pardon
not coming in anymore.
the dealers.
They're not coming in
actually,
anymore,
they
buddy.
still are.
No, they're not.
They absolutely are. I
No,
don't know if
they're
you've
not.
noticed, but there is still a substance problem in this country.
Dude, what news station are you watching, bud?
What?
Not your bud.
Okay, I don't understand what's
So
the
you're
issue.
telling me we haven't lowered the incoming drug rate at all?
You got to say
you
rugs,
please
man.
not
You have
use
to
the
say
word-
substances, please, just for the sake of life.
Whatever, man.
So
Okay,
it's
cool.
not my rules. It's TikTok. Okay.
I get it, man. I get it, Doug.
Okay, it's not my rules. If we were talking in person, I wouldn't give a shit what you say, right? So Yeah, can you show that we're like bringing in less substances because of what Trump is doing? We've been feeling the substance war for decades, man. Maybe we should do something different. Don't you think?
No, no.
So we should keep doing the same
Look at
failed
the border
things.
Hey, hold on, Doug.
So we
Look
should
at the
keep
border
doing
crossings.
we should keep doing the
No,
same
no,
failed things.
that's a pivot.
That doesn't have to do with substances.
No, that's not a pivot. It's
It
a
is.
correlation.
Yeah,
If
border
Doug, hold on,
crossings are not the same.
Hey, Doug,
Well-
can I please get like 10 seconds, bro?
Then, but if you're gonna say border crossings are lower, therefore substances getting crossed are
Yeah,
lower,
yeah, because you
Just
guys
provide the
say
evidence,
that the
then.
drugs. You
Provide
say
evidence.
they come across the border.
provide the evidence.
By
provide-
citizens.
Dude, crossings are down 95%.
Will
What are
you
you talking
please
about?
stop yelling?
Again, you're getting so
Hey,
just
Doug, hey, Doug, are
substances.
people coming across the border? Is it down 90%? Yes or no?
Oh, I don't know the stats on it.
Yeah, you do, bud. Look it up right now.
I don't know the stats. They're
Okay,
probably
can
down
you
by a
please
lot.
look it up?
They're probably down by a lot, I would imagine.
Okay, so don't you think that the rugs that come with those crossings are down? Yes or no?
Well, I don't know. There's data. Why don't we just pull
Yes,
that
you
data?
do, Doug. You just
what?
don't
But
fucking
this is
admit
the
it,
no.
bud.
Why don't just pull up the data on it? There is data on those things. Why don't we just look at that instead of making an assumption? Why make assumptions? Why make assumptions when we don't have to?
All right,
Like,
let
that
me pull it
seems
up since
smart. Yeah,
you
just go
can't do it, but let me pull it up for you. Okay.
And seriously, Ryan, you're going 100 miles an hour.
Okay, so U.S. Customs and Border Protection's data suggests that the amount of fentanyl seized at the
You
U.S. border
can't
has
say
jumped-
that
not
word
use
on
those
TikTok.
words.
Okay, dude, sorry. F.
This is the F substance, all right? I have the feeling
Okay.
you're going to keep doing this. You cannot do that.
Oh, I'm showing you proof, bro. What are you talking about?
You're not showing anything.
If the amount is seized is less, wouldn't that mean that less is coming across the border?
Ryan, can you cite what
Bro,
you're
this
looking
fucking
at?
lady's psycho, dude.
Not first of all, not a lady. Second of all, not psycho.
Oh god, dude. Oh
Can
my
you
fucking
listen
god, bro?
for Ryan?
I'm not a lady, but you sound like a lady.
Ryan, can you please
Yeah,
cite the
that's
source?
better. That's better. What do you mean cite?
Cite-
Okay, I'll cite the source for you, buddy.
Not your buddy.
USAFacts.org. How about you check that? Is that enough? Is that a good source?
What's the name of the article that you're looking at?
How much F is seized at the U.S. borders each month?
Thank you.
You guys act like this is like Barney. Do I have to break it down Barney style for you guys? Is that how slow you are?
First of all, if your claims are that poor that you need to resort to name calling and personal attacks, then that says a lot about you. Also, that has to do with what
No,
is
dude,
seized, not what is. That has to do with what is seized, not with what is
See,
coming
you
in.
guys cherry pick, bro.
Well, that's not
No,
cherry
You
what I'm
guys
telling
picking.
fucking
you-
cherry pick, man.
What I'm saying is that you're looking at seizures. Seizures means sure. Are we catching the substances? Sure.
But is it down?
We
Chris?
don't.
We don't know
Chris, is
that.
it down?
Hold on, we
We
don't know
don't
that though.
know.
Hold
Yes,
on.
they
No, we
do.
don't. Relax and stop trying to just be right
Hey,
and
no,
try
hold on,
to
hold on,
have
hold
a
on, Doug.
conversation.
Hey,
You
Doug,
you are so
let me explain something.
no. You
Yeah,
are.
I don't even get 10 seconds.
You
bro.
are so focused on being right that you're not willing to look at the data. You just
If
care
Donald
about
Trump
being
goes
right.
on live,
Great. So I am going to go ahead and talk, and then you can talk afterwards. I have a feeling you're in the midst of crashing out. Do not crash out. Okay? I have a feeling you're about to do it. Okay. Listen, there could be a 100% increase of F substance seizures, but there could still be the same amount within the U.S. It being seized is not the same thing as what's circulating within the country. There could be a correlation, maybe, I don't know. You just need to show that there's less substances being used, circulated within the US, etc. Okay? I'm not trying to make things difficult, but I think we have to look at the proper data.
You know what's interesting about the source that he cited?
What's that?
About halfway down the page, it says there's a chart that says about 55% less F was seized by September 2025 than September 2024.
yeah, that means it's lower, bud.
No, that means the amount that they're catching is lower.
55% less by weight,
Less
buddy.
was seized.
Oh
So
my
Buddy.
god, you're a low
Buddy.
IQ, dude. You're fucking low IQ, buddy.
So they're not catching
You are
as
so
much.
fucking low IQ. I cannot
And
fucking
you
believe
are
this.
crashing out.
Buddy, I don't know if today was the day that you forgot to
Can I
take
give you
your
another
ADHD
source then?
meds.
Can I give you
I
another
don't
source
know,
then?
because, like, buddy, I'm.
Can I
the
give you another
vibes
source
are
then?
I got
Can I
you
give
one.
you another source then?
Yeah, dude, I got you one.
So much.
Okay, so here's another report. The F seizures at the border have dropped roughly 50% compared to the last period. That's from
Wait,
IMER.
I thought more seizures are better.
Bro,
Exactly.
what the fuck? More? I'm telling you that less are coming across the border,
No,
you
no,
dumb
no,
dumb.
less
You
are
said
being
before more
seized.
is better. What? You just changed
Less
your
is
tune.
being seized.
Yeah,
that
because
means
less is
that
coming
has
across
no
the
bearing
border,
on
you
the
dumb
total
dumb.
volume.
Oh
That
my
has no-
god, bro.
Oh my god. Okay, now we're gonna have to break this down for you, Barney style. Okay. So.
Okay.
All right. So, anyways, we're talking like. Do you agree that seizures are not the same thing as what's circulating within the U.S. Right? Can you agree with that? Can you please agree with that?
I mean, I agree with
Stop
you.
First of all, stop muting me. Say that
I'm not
again.
muting you, guys. Please don't mute.
I'm not muting you.
Okay. Do you agree that seizures are not the same thing as what's circulating within the U.S.? That they are different things.
I'm not agreeing with that because if less
can't do this
drugs are
then.
coming into the U.S., then that means less are circulating in the U.S., right, buddy?
So Ryan.
Oh my god,
no,
bro.
no,
This is
that's
wild.
not what that
This
means.
is absolutely wild.
Ryan. So
Hold
Ryan,
on. So if less
Ryan,
drugs come
pause
into the
for a
U.S.,
moment.
don't less circulate in the U.S.,
Ryan.
bud?
I don't
Ryan.
know. We don't know.
I don't know. You don't know anything, you dumb dumb.
You're
Holy
again.
cow.
You are so focused on being right. You're you're missing the forest
Not
for the
listening.
trees, or the trees
No,
for the
this is
forest, whatever
common
the
sense,
saying
dummy.
is.
If less drugs are coming into the U.S., that means less drugs are floating around in the U.S., right? You
So
No,
why
that's
don't why don't you show
Oh,
data
thank
about the
fuck.
substances within the
W
U.S.?
Tammy.
Well,
W
thank you,
Tammy.
Tammy. See you,
Oh
dude.
my God, Tammy!
So-
I have never loved you more. Thank you so much, Tammy. W Tammy is in the chat. Holy cow!
He kept trying to talk about other data rather than the data we needed to look at. That was like the second time he did it, right? Because he was talking about Venezuela, then he was talking about that. If he cares about substances circulating within the U.S., why don't you just show the data about that and not something else? That
Well,
may
that's the
be
thing.
correlated or may not.
Ryan, if you're still in the chat, looking at things like ODs, that would be a stat that would make sense to look at to
It could
see
be.
if what is circulating.
It could be,
But, like,
sure.
Looking at seizures and seeing that less rugs are being seized, that could mean that more are getting in. We don't know. Yeah, he did start off saying more seizures was better, and then he shifted when I called him out, and he refused to engage with me at all and just went to... Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, boss lady. That was...
Ridiculous.
Sorry to run off the hubs. Oh, good. Buzzy's in queue. He was a lot.
I am trying to keep the panel a little bit small. I don't mean to say there. I am trying to keep the panel a little bit small though. Buzzy, if you want to hold up for a little bit, I can bring you up a little bit later. But I'm trying to keep things a bit smaller as far as like the panels go. So otherwise we may not get other guests. But if you wanna hang tight, you can come up a little bit later, okay, Buzzy? But guys, if you can keep tapping and sharing, that would be great, okay? And if you're enjoying live, click the follow button. This is my backup. Also, if you guys can help out, I am currently streaming on the tube. So if you guys can, number one, sub to me over there, and two, if you have a second device, if you could watch me from over there, that would be great. And like it and comment.
Oh, thank you.
That would sort of help things.
Thank you, Tammy. I legit was trying to, I figured, okay, well, maybe there's something I hadn't seen. Pulled up his exact source. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take a moment to breathe. Nothing.
God damn. Hold on 1 second. All right. All right, guys. Again, if you did disagree with the background, hit the request button there at the bottom. That would be great. My earphones are getting staticky for some reason. I might need to change them out if it lets me.
I mean, those headphones that the
See, now I
big
can't
over
hear
the ear
you,
ones.
which I think meaning
Oh.
when I put these on, I won't be able to either.
Can you hear me? Test, test.
Can you guys hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, I can't
Can you hear me?
Chris if you're trying to speak, so
Test,
I think I'm
test.
stuck with these earphones for the time being. The staticky earphones.
I mean, they were fine. I can't
Well,
hear the static.
I'm happy
So.
you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you guys. So
Test, test, test.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
if
to
you
put
can't
back
hear
my
me,
other
that's kind of an
earphones that are
issue.
getting staticky.
Because that means you also wouldn't be able to hear the ops.
Yeah, I'm kind
Yeah,
of
you not being able to hear me is kind of an issue.
now. That just got
That way you can
staticky out of
see.
nowhere. Well, it's not a day if I don't get a issue with technology, right?
Hey, at least it's headphones. You can
I
hear
know,
me, right?
yeah, I can. Everything's going good except there's just a static when you're talking or when anyone's talking. So no, I knew Chris was talking.
Sorry.
I just no, it's not anyone. It's not you guys' fault. I just when I unplug it and put it back in, it seems to get better, but then it comes back. But it's whatever. I'll deal with it. Yeah, there's some sort of. I don't want to mess with any audio settings. So if I do, it's gonna mess everything up everywhere else, and I just don't want to do that. Everything's working right now.
And you know, I did see that Buzzy was commenting about how Trump exited the U.S. from the WHO, which was, you know, obviously last year. He cited, you know, C-19 mishandling, and he had tried to do the same thing in 2020 because obviously Trump. But that guy wanted to make it a personal vendetta that he had, and how he felt like the WHO had harmed his family because of C-19, which that was odd.
Yeah, I don't know, and he kept
social-
and he kept getting angry. He kept getting more angry by the moment for some reason. So I don't know. Yeah, it was very difficult.
A social approach says it sounds like a loose or damaged wire ending on your headphones.
Yeah, I just bought them. They were cheap, so.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, they were like
Yes,
$10.
Buzzy.
They were like $10, so.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
Buzzy started throwing tomatoes.
I just don't know how to change the audio because streaming on the tube, there's so much. I'm using OBS, and if I mess with one thing, something else is gonna get messed up. So I'll just wait for Matt to respond to me. Every time I have a
Absolutely.
technology issue, I just reach out to him. He seems to know how to help me.
I mean, good news for me with, you know, not hearing. I use the captions, and like
Oh, yeah,
my
that's
volume
good
can
then.
be.
Yeah.
There have been times when I've been on panels where people have been ranting, and I'll just turn the volume completely down,
Yeah.
not hear a damn thing, and I'm looking at captions, and I'll just look away and be on camera. It is a little rude. I'm not gonna lie. But,
yeah, I understand it. I understand it.
Yeah, and a social approach says, so what you're telling me is you need new headphones. I can kick some in.
Well, here's the thing. I have the AirPod Max or whatever, which are great headphones. It's just that I don't know how to connect it to here.
Oh.
I don't know how to connect it with using OBS
Bluetooth.
and streaming. It is, but the problem is it's a larger issue than that because when I unplug these headphones, I should be able to hear you guys from my laptop, but it's not coming out from the lab. Yeah, it's not coming up from the laptop. Meaning, I had some sort of selection with an OBS telling it to only come from here, and I don't know how to switch that. So
have you considered getting
what's
speakers? Have you considered getting speakers?
What?
Speakers are cheap.
What sort
for
of
your for your computer? Yeah, you could get like some Bose computer speakers. A decent setup is less than $100.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
But
I
also,
mean,
we should get back on politics. We're distracted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I may have to do a restart soon here, anyways. But yeah, we probably might have to. I do get distracted very easily. I gotta stop. Yeah, it'll cause it. Yeah, that would cause a reverb for sure. Yeah, that would. Um, but anyways, guys, again,
that's no good.
yeah, I know it. That would cause a reverb. So, but yeah, guys, we are looking for opposition. I probably will restart, but again, in between, we can show political stuff like we were doing earlier. I did like doing that. I don't know if there's any other stuff that you read up on recently that we can show. But that was really good stuff that we pulled up earlier. That was interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Did you see any of the information today around the House committee where Jack Smith was testifying?
I saw a little bit of it. Yeah, I didn't catch the whole thing, but I saw some clips of it.
He was so good.
Yeah.
Like, I miss listening to
Smart people.
really smart
Yeah.
people who know how to speak well.
I mean, I can probably play some of it actually. Although I may get
The beginning of it was like, even the very beginning was really good. He is so unbiased that, like, it's just, it really shows in the in his testifying. It really shows how he is completely unbiased, completely nothing to lie, and just so freaking transparent. Yeah, he was unbothered.
Well, here, let's do this, guys. I'm going to restart, and what we'll do, hopefully we'll get some guests, and if in between, I pulled up a page that has clips of his testimony, so we can kind of play some of those in between guests and stuff like that. So let me restart, guys, since we don't really have much people in here at the moment. Make sure you guys follow me if you don't already. I will see you guys all in just 2 seconds. I'm going to end it, start it, okay? See you guys in 2 seconds.
Sounds good.
The tube. Oh, we still have 4 people on the tube. Hello, guys. This is the most comments I've had in the tube in a while, or not in a while, ever. Oh, it's way behind. It's way behind. Way behind. Okay, I know how to fix that, actually. Okay. Sorry, guys. People in the tube, it should be all cut up right now. No, it's not. My connection's not good. Guys, is the tube good? Is the tube okay? Oh, what's up? What's up, people on TikTok? I forgot I was live right now. Sorry. I had to restart. I had to restart because we had like nobody in the live. So, and I told you guys, listen, we're gonna have to deal with a low viewer count for a little bit. It's just how it's gonna be. Okay. 2 reasons. I'm on my backup, and also starting on the studio. You just start on a different algorithm, and so it starts you off really, really slow. And that's why I only, if you guys remember, I only did this like for 2 or 3 days previously, and then I switched to a new way to stream to the tube that projected it from my phone because I just didn't want to deal with a low viewer count. So I went back to my phone, but I realized the phone thing is not really a long-term option because people can see my screen and everything I do, and it just won't work out. So I realized, like, all right, I'm just going to do the studio, deal for the first week of it having a lower viewer count, and eventually I'll be back to sort of like what it regularly is. So we'll just have to deal with it, guys. I know it sucks. Believe me, I don't like it, but it is what it is. All right, guys, is everything on the tube okay? It should be. So what I have to do is I have to put the tube in a separate window, because if I put it in a tab of other like things and it's off screen of it, it seems to really lag behind. But when I have it in its own window, for some reason it seems to work better. I don't know why. So don't question it, right? Yeah, Peyton, if you can, I would appreciate it. 2 monitors. I do have a second monitor. Mariella, I am so fucking stressed as is. I literally cannot deal with another technology thing at the moment. Like, I am just starting to get this sort of sorted out. But I'm still having issues every fucking... I just can't. Like, I'm telling you, the stress I have is up to here. Like, there are some days that I am very heavily considering just giving up everything. And so, no, I can't. Down the road, I'll do the new monitor thing. Not now. I am so stressed. I can't even begin to explain how stressed I am. Hey, Mayan, you're welcome to come on up, okay? I'm not going to debate you through the comments, obviously. That'd be silly. Just come up, we'll talk. Yeah, I don't mind it being a couple second lag, Peyton. That's fine. But what was happening before is I had it in a saved tab as other tabs, and it was like 20 minutes behind. Not 20, but like 5 minutes behind. So, but yeah, we seem to be good now. But anyways, all the people watching right here, if you can, please, please, please sub to me on the tube. That would be great. It's Dougielifts. And if you have a second device, I would really appreciate it if you can watch me on the tube, comment, like, all that stuff. That'd be helpful. Okay. Oh, you have a curve screen. Nice. Again, guys, if you disagree with the background, you're welcome to come on up. Say false premise all you want, but if you can't come up, then I don't know what to tell you. Mayan, you've already been invited. Come on up. To the 7 people watching me in the tube, I appreciate it. It should really be no different in there, so yeah, watching it in there is helpful, so thank you. Not banned, it's only down for a couple days. That's it. It was my first violation in like 6 months, so I hardly get them anymore, so it's all good. Colby, I can't do that. I can't stream on the tube separately. It doesn't allow you to put backgrounds up. And if I stream on the tube in the morning, then I'm gonna have nobody. The only way I can get viewers on the tube is because they see TikTok happening. If I started streaming the tube with nothing else, I would be talking to like 3 people, not being able to do anything. I'm going to give it a few minutes, Chris. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I want to see if I can still get somebody. If not, I'll probably pull them on up. I can be up if you don't dox me. I don't know what that... Why would I... What? Are you an up? Or are you just... what? That was such a... I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, what? I don't know. I'm confused. No, you're good, Colby. You're good. I appreciate the thought. All right, guys. Again, if you could keep tapping and sharing, that would be helpful. Make sure you guys do send in your heart me, okay? Anybody, if you disagree with the background, come on up. Someone's paranoid. There you go. Oh, guys, look who we have up again. Hello, once again.
Come on, man.
Well, what's up?
Yeah, 1v1. Let's debate, but let's have a normal conversation, okay?
Okay. Can you show that there's less substances circulating within the U.S.?
Yeah. I'll show you in a second. Let's pivot. Let's get away from this topic, but
No.
let's talk about something more recent.
No, I want you to explain that.
Yeah, because we're not going to agree on it, bud.
We're not going to agree on you not providing data?
Doug, it's simple, bud. If less rugs are coming into the country, wouldn't that mean less rugs are floating around in the country, guy?
Why don't you just provide data about the substances floating around in the country,
sense,
guy?
Bud. You don't even need data, dude.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me
Doug,
if less
you don't need data for that, bud.
You do. You don't
What
want.
are you talking
You
about?
don't want data for it because it's gonna hurt your point. That's why you don't want data. Now,
Doug,
here's the thing.
okay, Doug, if I
no,
put data
no,
for
I'm not
the-
going to talk with an intellectually dishonest person. I'm not
So
going
you
to
won't
do
believe
that.
the data?
I want you to provide data on the substances circulating within the U.S. Because that's what you
So
ultimately
you won't
care
believe
about.
the data if I show it to you, Doug? Is that
If
what
you
you're
show
saying?
me the data, Ryan.
So hold on, Doug. If I
Ryan,
show
if you show me the data, Ryan.
okay, so
Ryan, if you
I'll
show
pull
me
it up
the
on the
data,
screen, okay?
Ryan.
I'll pull it up on the
Ryan.
screen.
Yeah, show me the data. Ryan. Since you seem to really like saying my name, I'll just say your name tons back. Ryan.
All right, put me back up. Put me back up on the screen, bud.
Okay,
Put me on the
Ryan,
big screen.
what do you got?
Hey, Doug, put me on the big screen, bud.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to. Here. What is this?
Okay, so you see this right here?
But this is the same thing that you showed before.
So look at this, dude.
No, this is not what we're talking about. I'm asking you to show me
Okay, so
substances.
if the seizures are up here, hold on, Doug, if the seizures are higher here, bro, what do you let me show you, dude.
No, because I don't care about
Why'd
that.
you take my?
Because I care about substances being circulated
So I'm
within the
proving
U.S.
I'm proving you wrong, then, bro.
Ryan, can you show me data about substances being circulated in the
Doug,
U.S.?
I'm showing you, bro. I'm
Stop
showing
over
you the
talking
facts,
me.
man.
Stop over talking me. I want you to show data that there's less substances being circulated, not seized. If you show me data of it being seized, I will
How
turn
about
your
we
camera
just
off.
switch topics, bud? We're not going to agree on this.
How can we not agree on
Okay, so
you
since
not
we're not gonna
providing
agree,
the
Doug-
data, dude? You don't want to show the data because
I
you
am.
know
I was on- it was
you're
on
not.
screen.
You're
It
showing
was on
substances
screen, Doug.
being seized. That was seized. We all saw it. That was substances being seized.
Yes,
Everybody
Doug, do you
saw
know
it.
what correlation means? Doug, do you know what correlation means?
Yeah, it doesn't equal causation.
Like correlated to. Do you know what correlated to means?
Yeah, correlation doesn't equal
So
causation.
if less rugs are
Correlation doesn't
coming
equal
across, don't you think-
causation. Correlation doesn't equal causation.
Bro, why do you keep muting me,
Because
Doug?
correlation doesn't equal causation.
Okay, so hey, Doug, let's step away from this topic since we're not going to agree. Let's move on to like
It's
the
not that
recent
I
topic,
will
like the
not
ice
move
agents. How
on
about we do
because
that?
this isn't a matter of agreeing to disagree.
Bro, we're
This
not
is a matter of
I
you
feel
not
like I'm
providing the
right.
data because you are too
Bro,
weak and
I'm
pathetic to
providing
do
it
so.
to you.
No, you are a weak person who can't do it. You are too scared to show the data. This is the problem. You're not showing the data that's proving your point. If you want to show that there's less substances circulating, show that data, not some other data. Show it and stop making excuses.
Doug, I'm not making excuses. but
Then
it's common
show
sense,
the
dude. Even if I
data.
showed you the
Then
data, you wouldn't
show
believe it,
the
bud.
data. Then show it. Show it. I will ask you to show the data. If you provide it from a source, I will believe it. If it's as long as it's some sort of good primary source.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to agree.
Okay, so you
Doug, I
can't-
think
so
maybe
okay.
we stepped to a different
Okay, so it's a
topic, bro.
concession. All right,
So
it's a
We'll
concession.
just wash it as we'll
All right.
just wash it.
Okay,
We'll
great.
wash it. Okay.
Great. So it's a concession
So
by
let's
Ryan.
talk about recent.
Okay, it's a concession by Ryan.
I mean, I'm not conceding, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
then we can't move on.
Because if
Then
I
we
show
can't
you
move
the
on.
data, you're not going to believe
Okay,
it.
then why don't you just do that then? See, now you're making an excuse that you can't show the data because you say I'm not going to believe it. Why don't you just show it then?
I mean, dude, Doug, overdoses are down, bro. This is basic common research, bud. Overdoses are down drastically by 30%, bud.
Can you show
That
that,
would mean
there's
that
less?
less drugs
Can
are
you
in
show?
the US.
Can you show that there's less substances circulating? Provide the data.
CDC provides the CDC is providing a lot of this information, Doug.
Then show it.
I mean, I don't have to do I have to pull the library card out for you?
Then show that less substances are circulating, please.
Doug, if overdoses are down, that would mean less are circulating,
Now you keep
bud.
doing the same thing again. You keep doing the same thing. You keep
So
you keep showing data
You
that's
can't
not the
correlate
data.
anything then, bud.
It's not a matter
You
of
just don't know what correlation means.
It's not a matter of correlation. I know what correlation means, and we all know the famous line, correlation does not equal causation, okay? The reason why you keep showing other data, or rather talking about other data, is because
No,
you know
that's
the
just a dumb way
because
to-
you know the data on what you are saying either doesn't exist or it doesn't actually back up what you are saying, okay? Again, if I am talking about thing A and I keep showing you data on thing B, that's not proving thing A, okay? Just show the data on thing A. Let's not make assumptions. Assumptions aren't good. You know what they say about assumptions, right? Let's not do that, okay? All right? Let's not make assumptions or correlations, because correlation, again, does not equal causation. Tammy, thank you for the 10 on Venmo. It says, Bud, thinks he's so smart, but if CBD isn't seizing it at the border, that means it's getting through into the U.S. Correct. It very well could mean that.
Then
We
how are
we
overdose-
don't know if it means that or
Then
not.
how are over-
We don't know if it
Then
means
how
that
are-
or not.
how
So
are
why don't you
overdose-
show the data that there is less
How are
within the
overdose-
U.S.?
are
Overdoses
overdoses down
could be down or up for a myriad of reasons, buddy. There could be better practices when it comes to it. There could be.
Oh my God, bro.
Just show the data, dude. Quit being a wuss and just show it.
I could show it to you. You're not going to believe it, Doug. So let's
Then
move
why don't
on.
you do
Let's
that in
move on
real
to
time?
something
I'll
else,
tell you
man.
what. I'll tell you what.
Let's move on, Doug.
No, we will not until
Let's
you
talk about the
concede.
ice age
We will
that
not
you hate
until
so
you
much.
concede or you
Let's
provide
talk
the data.
about the
I
ice
will
age
not
you hate
until
so much, Doug.
I will not until you concede or you provide the data. That we're moving on. You will concede or provide the data. If you say that I am going to just deny it, why don't you just show it and let me deny it?
Then,
then?
Doug, how about you show me the data that there is more drugs then?
The burden of proof is on you, buddy. Go ahead and show it.
Oh, got you stumped now, bud.
The
got you
burden
stumped now,
of
buddy,
proof
huh?
is on you.
Oh, yeah, it's always on us, bud. It's always on us, man.
Well,
we
because
prove you
you-
wrong every time. You just it
Because
goes in
you
one
made
ear
the
and out
claim.
other,
Because
Doug.
you made the claim, Doug. Because you made the claim.
So
Doug.
let's move on to the ice
Nope,
agents that
we
you
will
hate
not.
so much.
We
How
will
about- let's
not.
talk
We
about
will
them?
not until
'Cause
you
you hate
concede.
them so
We will
much,
not
right?
until you concede or show the data. We will not move on. Are you gonna show it? You gonna show it?
Again, if I show it to you, you're not going to believe it,
So
man.
why don't you? So
Yeah,
you keep
I mean,
making. You
let's
keep
move on to
making
a different
excuses.
topic. Why
No,
can't
we
you
will
move on to
not
a
do
different
that.
topic?
We
Look
will
how
not
tired you
do
are.
that. You keep floating through your same three excuses. It's if I show it,
You're
you will
so
deny.
intolerant,
Nope,
Doug.
nope. So guys, here's his three.
You're so intolerant.
Here's his three excuses, guys. If I show it, you'll
You're
deny
so
it.
intolerant.
There's more seizures, therefore there's less. There's less ODs, therefore there's less. Guys, he keeps circling through his three things that he doesn't know how to. He's like the fucking Woody.
Doug,
he's
hold on.
like he's like the Woody.
Doug, give me
He's
10
like the
seconds.
Woody doll from Toy Story with the pull
Hey, Doug,
string.
give me 10
He has the
seconds.
same three lines that he can't stop
Stop muting me,
saying.
bud.
So show the
Why
data.
don't you stop muting me so I can explain then?
No, I want data, not explanation.
So you won't let me explain, Doug. You just keep muting me.
I want data.
That's what you do. You know
Data.
when you mute, you lose, right?
Data.
Yeah.
Data.
So again,
Data.
there's less
Data.
border crossings are down 90%.
Data.
Okay, are boarding crossings
Data. Data. I don't care about anything you say until you show data on
Bro, I'm
substance
clipping
and
the fuck
circuiting
out of
with the
this, and
U.S.
I'm gonna post it on my wall just so you know.
I would
Doug.
love
I'm
for you
gonna
to. I
clip
would
it and
love
post
for
it
you
on
to do that. I would love
Yeah,
for you to
go
do
to
that.
my
Please.
wall right now and see how I
Please.
embarrass you clowns. Go to
Okay.
my wall.
Cool.
Go to my channel
Whatever
right now and
helps
see
you
how I
sleep at night.
embarrass you.
Guys, keep tapping and sharing. We are
Bro,
looking for
I'm embarrassing
opposition.
the fuck out of you after we get off
Whatever
this
you
line,
have
know
to
that,
tell
right?
yourself to help yourself sleep at night because you
Tell
have no
myself I'm
girlfriend,
showing
you have
facts,
no
bud. I'm gonna
boyfriend,
clip in the
you have
facts.
nobody that loves you, so you have to do
I'm
this to make
going to
yourself feel
clip
better.
in the facts, Doug.
Please do
I'm
it.
gonna clip in the fact and show everybody.
You mean the facts that you're not showing?
So I will clip in the facts and show you.
No,
And
show
then
me
you'll
now.
see and you'll be embarrassed.
Why don't you show it now?
Because you're not listening to me now, bro. You're not taking the
You're
facts
not providing
in now.
the data now.
Doug, I have provided the data, man. You just
You
won't
haven't
believe
provided
it.
the data on
TDS is
substances
too strong
circulating.
with you,
You
guys.
haven't provided the data on substances circulating. You're providing
Yes, I
data.
have.
No, you
Yes, I
didn't.
have.
No, you didn't. Now you are lying. You provided data on other things, not
Rugs
data
are down
circulating.
rugs are down in the U.S., bud.
Then show it.
They are down, bud.
Then show it. You guys realize that he would have showed it by now if that data existed, right? Because he easily
I did.
showed
I had it on screen,
because
you
he
dumb
is
dumb. You
now
put me
now
off the
he's
screen.
trying guys now he's
Bro.
trying to gaslight us. He's trying to gaslight us into thinking that he actually showed the data when we all know he showed other
dude.
data.
Hey. Stop muting
So
me,
now
bro.
he's going through the gaslighting
stop.
process because he just can't accept that he doesn't have the data. You are having a huge case
So,
of
Doug,
TDS. This is TDS and
death overdoses
this
are
is
down.
T
Hold on,
this
if
is
death
TD this is TDS
Yeah, so
in
give me a
full
second to
display
explain.
right now. TDS
Let me
is
explain.
somebody that
let
cannot
me
stop
explain, but-
defending Trump no matter what. They're willing to go down with
I'm
the
flipping
ship
the fuck out of
while
this.
defending Trump. They're willing to defend
Flipping the fuck out of
they're
this,
willing
bud.
to defend
You're gonna be
P3DOs.
so
They're willing to defend people
You're
that
gonna
are
be so
harming
embarrassed.
citizens and violating the Constitution, violating laws,
Right when
all
I slide
because
the
of your
facts-
severe case of TDS that you're having right now.
Right when I slide all the facts in there, you're gonna be so fucking embarrassed, bud.
Show it.
You're gonna watch the clip and you're gonna cry.
Are you going to show it?
Again, overdoses are down 24%, you dum dum.
Show the data there's less drugs
24%,
circulating.
you
Show the
dum-dum.
data there's less substances circulating.
The CDC reports it, you dum dum.
So show it.
Fucking Doug over here from
So show it.
Nickelodeon.
So
Look at
show
this
it.
guy.
So show it.
So show it. That's all you guys say, and then we show it to you, and you don't believe it. So
You
why do I
didn't
need to show it to you?
You didn't
Doug?
show it. You didn't show
Yeah,
it.
you did. There you go. You didn't show it.
We were
Hey,
all
Doug, why
here,
do you-
dude.
why do you-
All
Hey,
100
Doug.
people were here watching you not show it.
Hey, Doug, why do you hate the ICE agents so much?
No, we are not gonna pivot until you
No,
show
we
the
are-
data.
there he goes, look at
Until
him.
you show the data. You gonna show it?
Okay, so if I show you the CDC data, will you believe it, Doug?
If there's data showing that there's less substances circulating, yes.
Yeah, 'cause you're a pussy
however,
bitch. You're a
dude, you
pussy
did get a
bitch,
violation. You did get a violation, so see ya. Surprised that took that long for you to get a violation. Yeah, well, that was wild. All I wanted was data that there's less substances circulating. That's it. I don't think that was that difficult to show. Or not show if you couldn't show it. That would be fine too. I want my... that was really wild. Alright, guys. We are looking for opposition though, okay? So if you disagree with the background prompt, please come on up. Hey, what's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I just need to know your age before we move forward.
I am 35.
All right, man. What's on your mind?
I may have joined. I just wanted to respond to that guy. I just thought it was ridiculous. Like, why can't you just show any data?
Yeah.
It's
I don't know, dude. Yeah,
it's bad.
he just he was having a severe case of what I would call TDS on them, but
yeah. I mean,
So-
I don't know. I was kind of a late join on that, so
Yeah, you
it's
get-
just yeah. Anyway, have a good day.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Take care. Hey guys, listen. I am all for less illicit substances being circulated within the U.S. People being healthier, and if there's something Trump or Trump's administration did to make those things, if they happen, then I think that's a terrific thing. I just want the data. Okay, I just want the data. Again, we have been doing the same thing on the war on schmugs for, what are we in here? 40, I don't know, 40, 50 years? I mean, probably if not more, really, but especially since Reagan. Like, obviously it's not working. Obviously it's not working, right? 60 years, thank you. Just whatever, long-ass time. So, you know what they say, guys. The saying, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You know, I don't know, just like, just do something a little different. A little different, I don't know. Is that too much to ask for? Is that really too much to ask for? And I know there's going to be some people who disagree. I think all substances, at very least, should be decriminalized. I don't think... I don't think you should be deemed a criminal because you use substance A, substance B, even if they're very harmful substances. I just don't think that makes you a criminal. I think it... Oh my god, Tammy. Holy cow. TikTok star. Well, I really appreciate that, Tammy. I don't know if I'm necessarily a TikTok star, but if I am one in your eyes, that's great. I do love that. But let's have a W, Tammy. That is super cool. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, legalizing versus decriminalizing, of course, those are two different things. I think at the very least, it should be decriminalized, but I just don't think somebody should be treated as a criminal for that. But anyways, Joe, how you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How old are you? I just need to know before we move forward.
Yeah, I'm 19.
19. Okay. What is your thoughts on things like on the background?
Yeah, I want to talk about immigrants. I don't think the people that voted for Donald Trump, hate immigrants at all. I think we care more about respecting immigration laws.
Yeah, so I think two things can happen, or happen at the same time, or be true at the same time. Now, what I mean by that is, yeah, one can respect said laws, but also not manage ICE the way it's being managed right now, and having unalived more people than undocumented immigrants unalived last
Mm-hmm.
year, or violating the Constitution, or things like that.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I would say right that like how they're managing ICE on the blue cities. I don't think it's the best way to manage it, but at the same time, I know I understand where they coming from because Tim Walz, all these governors are not complying with federal laws, right? They don't want to cooperate, so it makes ICE enforcement, it makes immigration enforcement even harder for them, to the point that they have to chase people, or they have to go knock door to door to find these criminals, right? These rapists, these type of people. And
Wait,
yes,
what makes it harder?
somewhere.
I missed the part. What part makes it
Yeah,
harder? I'm sorry.
no cooperation with federal law
Who,
enforcement.
who's not cooperating? What do you mean?
I heard right from the vice president that people in Mississippi, or yeah, in Mississippi, they're not cooperating with federal law enforcement districts.
What is it that they are not cooperating on or with?
So, for example, if someone, right, let's say I'm an immigrant, I go to jail, and then I serve my time, or I get out on bond, and I'm an immigrant. Uh, the state is not turning these people in; they're letting them go. That's what I'm talking about.
These undocumented immigrants?
Yeah, undocumented criminals. Yeah.
Undocumented criminals. Can you provide evidence that this is happening?
Yeah, I meant Minnesota. My bad. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
I
it's fine. So can you
yeah,
provide?
I mix those things, but you said, can you give me evidence? You said.
Yeah, I'd like for you to provide evidence, but I still think, to the larger point, I have a huge issue with what ICE is doing, and I think you probably should too. I mean, do you think they're a net benefit? Like they're doing a good thing?
I think, right. I think the goal is a good thing. I don't think the way that they're doing it might be the most humane way, if you want to look at it like, we have to be the country to care about immigrants. But when it comes to, enforcing federal laws, immigration laws, I think they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Can I pose a question?
Yeah.
That was to Doug.
Oh, sure,
Doug,
yeah.
are you good if I pose a
Yeah, please,
Cool.
please.
So you said you're more concerned about how the states are enabling the ICE to do what they're trying to do.
So, for example, let me give you the best example right here. I live in Florida. We have a
Yeah.
287G that the state is, and the state local law enforcement are cooperating with federal law enforcement. For
Sure.
example, if they stop someone that's an immigrant and that's a criminal, they turn them in. That's makes it
That's
easier,
not
right?
required though.
It's not required,
No.
but
Do you remember when Joe Biden was in office? Did you hold the same standard?
I would say that. Well, I never saw ICE agents.
No. It's not about ICE. I'm saying your thoughts on federal law versus state legislators. Do you
I
hold
would
the same standard regardless of who the president is?
Yeah, I would when it comes to
Okay, so
immigration,
when
because I want to be a border
Biden
patrol.
and the Supreme Court sent a cease and desist to Texas and the southern border, and I believe it was the governor said, we don't have to follow this ruling because this is Texas's border. And they said, well, no, this is the federal southern border, so you need to comply with federal law. And they said, no, we're going to do what we want. Abbott specifically did whatever the fuck he wanted.
And
Remember
that's
that?
yeah, and that's where things conflict, right?
Yeah.
And
So why is it a different standard based on who the leader is?
it's not at all. What I'm trying to
No,
say
it's
is
absolutely a different standard.
no, it's not, because I said it. When it comes to federal law enforcement, I think every state should cooperate. I
But
don't
you
care if they're
think that
blue or
federal law,
red.
you think federal law enforcement like ICE, that they need to follow the laws, right?
I think they're following it by
No, they're
enforcing
absolutely
it.
not following the law. So like when they detain children
Uh-huh.
outside of their home when they're playing in their front yards, and they
Yeah,
detain them in front of their homes because they don't have ID because
yeah,
they're children.
yeah. 5-year-old
And
specifically.
well, like
Any
kids riding
kids.
their
Any
bikes.
kids.
That's
Yeah.
what's happened in Minnesota this past week. Children riding their bikes in their front
Chris.
yard. And they're like, I was born here. I'm a citizen. I don't know
Hmm.
why you're detaining me. And they are put in vans. And that's when they play in front of their house.
Chris. So
Do you hear what I'm saying? Are you
yeah,
do you want to engage with what I'm saying, or do you just want to
yeah.
respond
I
to
wanna
your
no, I
point?
wanna engage on what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? So I'm trying to get a bachelor's in criminal justice, and I know how the media works. The media is always going to put out information that will get clicks for them. They will always put out the information that finds it, that the people find attractive, right? So when they put out, oh,
No,
a
no. I mean,
5-year-old was detained, everyone was like, oh my God, no way. But
so
when you go
here's
to
the
the
thing,
facts of the
Joe.
case, you can
Joe.
learn more,
Joe,
right? Am I
these aren't
wrong?
cases. You are wrong, actually.
Oh,
So here's the
okay.
thing. I have been protesting ICE since ICE was enacted in 2003. Okay, I'm old enough for that. So when I say that I have a problem with ICE, it has nothing to do with who the president is. It has to do with an organization that thumbs their nose at the law and detains U.S. citizens and detains immigrants who are here legally, and they say, well, go ahead and sue us. And they wait for the DOJ to fight it so that way working class people have to pay money for lawyers and such, which is super expensive. And
They can
they
get,
figure
I
that they
think.
can just wait it out. And that's what Trump has done the entirety of his adult life,
Mhm.
with more than 2,000 cases that he has been involved with before he ever ran for office, where he would just sue, he would get sued, and he would try to wait them out.
Hey, God,
So it
thank you
doesn't
for the
surprise
raid.
me.
Oops, sorry. God, thank you for the raid. I really
You're good.
appreciate you, Brandon.
Mhm.
That means a lot. Thank you.
So
Yeah,
the
there was
thing.
a court case, or there was an incident this week where ICE was using battering rams without a warrant to force open people's doors of legally here immigrants.
Judiciary, well, I don't know how they call it. I heard about it though.
A signed judicial warrant. They
Yeah.
did not have one. AP reported on it. The Associated Press. They reported on it on Wednesday of this
So
week.
Chris,
That
I
would be
have a
yesterday.
question.
Hold on one
No,
second.
are you
Hey,
going to acknowledge what I just
yeah,
said?
number one,
I'm going
acknowledge
to
it.
acknowledge what you said, but you're
Doug, what's up?
leaving out specific
Yeah,
wait,
number
evidence.
one, I want you to
wait.
number one, I want you to acknowledge it. And two, guys, we can move to a new guest at 30,000 likes. I see somebody in a request box, so we can move on. So as long as they're still there at 30,000 likes, we'll move on. But keep tapping, sharing. If you are in opposition, hit the request at the bottom. So go number one, please acknowledge what Chris said, and then two, you can go after that.
I would acknowledge what you said, and you do have a point, but you're leaving out specific evidence.
What I'm talking about is using a battering ram on the home of immigrants that are here legally.
Mm-hmm.
And in the interview, there was a secret memo that came out last May, where acting ICE director at the time, Todd Lyons, said that Department of Homeland Security lawyers had, quote, recently determined that agents could just enter private homes with just an internal administrative warrant. Do you know, and this is a question, do you know that that's against the law?
So you
No,
said
and that's a yes/no question. Do you
Just
know
answer
that
that,
that is against the law?
what type of warrants you said again?
So they were saying that if you had an internal administrative warrant, which is basically like not signed, doesn't have a name, just super vague and nothing to do with a judge, they said that agents could
Yeah.
enter people's homes with that sort of warrant, which is basically
Without
just
without
they
reasonable
pick up a
suspicion.
form. no suspicion, no name,
Yeah, it's
no
not.
idea. So that way, if this were the case, they
Mhm.
could bust into literally anybody's home
Mhm.
and ransack them without any knowledge of who's inside.
Yeah, it's obviously not legal, and I think
Yeah.
that's not justified. But you're saying that just because of these specific evidence, ICE is like just some T group or just some
I
bad
didn't. I
group.
didn't say that. I would say that they've broken the laws thousands of times,
I
which
mean,
makes it.
everyone breaks the law. What
Which
about the
means
people that died
no,
under
no,
Barack
no, no,
Obama's
no, 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 no,
presidency?
no, no, no. If you are enacted by the state to uphold the law and you break the law, my stance would be that you should face a harsher penalty. Full stop. Because you are there to enforce
That's
the
your
law.
opinion, though.
Agreed.
Yeah, of course,
And
it's
if
an
you are
opinion.
there to enforce the law, like if somebody were to break into a home, you said you're in Florida. If somebody were to break into the average home in Florida right now without a warrant, what do you think's going to happen 9 times out of 10?
You can defend yourself with your Second Amendment.
Yeah, you'd use your pew pew, and then you know what's going to happen? ICE is going to unalive you.
Wait, so why are you
Yeah.
making these assumptions up that they're gonna
I'm not making
unalive
assumptions.
people?
This is based on news that came out just
So
this past
are you
week.
telling me that they're unaliving everyone?
No, I'm saying they're breaking into homes, and if they do that and people are home and they are exercising 2A, they're going to lose their lives. It's only a matter of time before that happens.
So when ICE, right, goes into a house, they have to identify themselves. It's not like just they're going in. They have to say like, look, federal law enforcement, or they have to say who they
They
are,
say
right?
it as they're using the battering ram on the door, and this is on random homes. They do not
Can you
have
give me a
warrants.
specific?
They do not have
Mhm.
warrants for these homes. They do
Can-
not know
Mhm.
whether or not there are immigrants there.
And
They
that's
are just
yeah.
going into working class neighborhoods and just ramming the doors open and ransacking
Yeah,
the home.
got you. And Chris, okay, let me respond, right? And this is where I told you that local law enforcement are not doing their job with
Local
they're not
law
hey, can I
enforcement
respond?
Local law enforcement doesn't have a
God,
place in somebody battering ram opening your door.
I cannot explain myself if you just interrupt me.
What is the correlation between
What I was
ICE
trying to
using
say,
what is the
well,
correlation
okay.
between ICE using a battering ram to
Wait,
open
can
a
I
door and
respond
local
to
law enforcement?
can I finish my response?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my response was, you're claiming that they're going into every door, they're breaking into every door, and what I said was, if the local law enforcement, if every state cooperated with federal law
So
enforcement,
they should
we
just
could
allow
wait.
this to
Now you
happen. You
interrupt
don't
me
know
again.
that they're not
God.
they're not assisting. But what they're not doing, what ICE is doing, is breaking the fucking law. That's
I
the Fourth
I
fucking
heard.
Amendment.
I just said cooperation.
It doesn't even matter. We wouldn't even know whether or not they're cooperating, but ICE is breaking the fucking law.
You're going based on feelings. I'm trying to give
No,
you facts.
this is not about feelings. I'm talking about articles and memos from the acting
Yeah,
director
you're
last
right.
year.
States.
I can show this shit on screen because I don't have a damn
Okay.
I don't have skin in this game. But I'll tell you what, there are a lot of homes that if they do this to,
hmm
it is only a matter of time before this backfires against them, and we all should be concerned if they're just using battering rams on any given door without a signed warrant.
Okay, and you obviously don't want this to happen, correct?
Of course not. That's your Fourth Amendment
Okay,
right.
and I'll give you my opinion since you have been giving me your opinion, right? Like
I'm not
I said,
giving you opinion.
oh.
I'm telling you what it came out in the news.
Okay, sure. I've heard those. I've heard those stories too. But what I'm trying
This
to tell
isn't
you,
a story.
okay,
This is the news.
story news.
I'm not telling you
The
an
news gives you
anecdote.
stories about like cases. I don't know what your point
There's a
is.
difference between a story as in an anecdote and a news
Okay,
article.
okay, you're getting into you're too deep into it. Okay, what I was trying to say is that if local law enforcement cooperated with ICE, we would get these people's last known address and we would directly go knock on their door. Since
Joe.
they're already convicted, we don't need
Joe.
a judicial warrant and we can just
Joe.
go in their homes. But that's
So
not
if
what they're doing. Tim Walz has released thousands of people
question for you.
out of jail.
Joe, if you know who somebody is that broke the law, like let's say somebody unalived another person, okay? Let's say Bob unalived somebody and he's an immigrant who's here illegally. Don't you think that the federal government knows who Bob is and knows his address?
Wait, so are you saying the only crime is just unaliving someone?
Only crime? Do they need to do more than unaliving somebody?
No, that's the example you gave me. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you just
if
pew
Bob
pew
unalived
someone,
somebody, if Bob has unalived somebody, okay, and he's a criminal,
you committed a
and
federal
ICE
crime.
is coming, ICE is coming to detain him. Don't you think the federal government knows where Bob lives?
If they're an immigrant and we don't have a record or trace of them,
No. If we know he killed somebody, if we know he unalived somebody, we know his address.
so why is there some murders that have not been traced before?
Honestly, I think that a lot of the information that
Okay.
let me finish my sentence here. A lot of the information that has come out that people that where Trump even 2 days ago said that the individuals, and he was showing pictures. It was on his 1 year in office speech. A lot of the pictures of people he held up were people who were deported in 2011 or 2013 or 2009. Some of them were under Obama, and these were not people who had been in the country or had deportation orders since that time. And he was saying that they had been detained under his administration, but the documentation doesn't back it up. He was making stuff up. We know from the data released by ICE that almost 80% of the people that are being detained have broken no laws.
So, Chris, I have a question because your statement, well, you just stated, I'm quoting you, that 80% of the people that they have arrested have
Almost 80%.
Yeah, almost 80%. I'm sorry, that they have arrested haven't broken any
Detained.
laws. Correct.
They can't arrest, they can detain.
So 80% of the people that they have detained, they haven't. Almost 80 people that they have detained haven't broken any laws. Correct. That's what you said.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's
So
according to ICE's
would you
own
say
records.
would you say crossing the border illegally without no vetting, is that breaking the law or not?
Do you know what that is? That is a civil infraction.
Is that breaking the law?
Equivalent to a speeding ticket.
I don't care what it's equivalent to.
Yeah, so what are we talking
but I'm
about
asking,
the harm behind it, though?
Is it okay? No, but I'm trying to get the facts straight in here. Is
let's
a civil
let
offense
Doug
breaking the
go.
law? Yes or
hold
no?
on, hold on. You two have been talking for a while, right? At least allow me to chime in. Of course, anything. If there's a law and you go against it, yeah, sure, you're breaking the law. But I think we're talking about the harm
so
that.
you're wrong, Chris.
Hold on. We're talking
to
about
Doug.
we're talking about the harm that's being done, right? So like that's like the ultimate. That's what we're ultimately talking about over here.
Yeah.
And I think it's on you to justify everything ICE is doing for these people that are crossing the border. And yes, there are undocumented people, but I want you to show that the harm ICE is doing is outweighing these people crossing the border. The potential harm of that, as you may see it.
So the thing is, right? Like I said, some of these immigrants that are crossing the border illegally, maybe they're crossing the border because they want to have a good future. They know that this country is, you can have the American dream. Everyone can dream, right? To have a good future in this country. But the thing is that if you don't follow the laws, you know that you can be punished for it. Simple as that. These
Don't
people
you
know.
think the punishment should fit the crime?
Yeah, the
Right.
punishment should fit
So
the
we
crime.
shouldn't
Like,
be unaliving people because they
Right.
did something
That's
that
not
is
happening every day, ma'am.
Will you
Wait.
stop interrupting? So if somebody does like jaywalking, they shouldn't be, I don't know, unalived, right?
so are you stating that
No,
all
that's a
these people?
question.
Dude, you are not answering
Jaywalking.
any one of Chris's questions.
No, they
No.
shouldn't.
Right.
Okay, also, Joe, you've been talking a lot about, you've been using the words us in reference to ICE. Shout out to Rook Eye on this one. Are you part of ICE?
Why do you want me to say that?
Because you keep referring to ICE and using the term us.
Yeah, us, because it's federal law enforcement. I
Are you
respect
federal
law
law
enforcement.
Or, well, yeah.
I identify as federal law
What do
enforcement.
you?
if
What
you
is
You're
that? What is?
okay,
What does
so
that
you're
mean? You
federal law
identify?
enforcement. Okay.
Wait. What do you mean you identify as federal law enforcement? What the hell does
Good
that mean?
question.
that I identify as a patriot. I
So
care
you're
about
not wait. So you're not law enforcement. You just made it up. That's really weird. All right. While we all just soak that
don't
really
have to.
shut up. While we just soak in that really weird thing, I'm just gonna have a quick announcement break. If you guys are enjoying it live, click the red follow button in the top left. Okay. This is my backup account, so if you traditionally follow me, make sure you follow me here, okay? Also, too, if you guys can watch me on the tube, we got 173 people in here. It would be great because I am just starting to stream over there. If you can, number one, subscribe to me. It's Dougielifts, Dougielifts, link is in the bio. But also watch me over there, like it, comment, that sort of thing. That way it kind of gets on the algorithm and gets going. So if you guys have a second device, if you can just leave it there and comment, that'd be great, okay? Anyways, yeah, that was a really weird thing to say, that you identify as law enforcement.
So I got a question for you guys. If I was part of ICE,
wait, are you, so to be clear, are you law enforcement?
what if I was?
It's a yes or
I'm
no.
asking you a direct question. Yes, no.
Just say it.
I plead the fifth.
We know the answer. Just say the answer.
I plead the fifth.
No, that doesn't apply here. Sorry.
Okay, then. Okay. Let me. Okay. What? Do I have to say the truth? No, right? I guess I'm not.
I mean,
Okay.
so here's the thing. If you falsely claim to be law enforcement, that is a federal crime
Ooh.
under 18 U.S.C. 912.
Oh
So
wow!
that
Holy
would be
shit!
impersonating a peace officer, which is a crime both
Peace
federally
officer.
and at the state
That-
level. So I would encourage you that if you are not actually law enforcement in any capacity, that I wouldn't lie about it on a recorded platform, because that would be breaking a federal law, and
Yeah.
especially since
And you're
said
misinforming
yourself-
people.
Isn't
Since
it-
you said yourself that you are
I
a naturalized
I
citizen,
identify myself
that
as
would
federal
be-
law enforcement because I
You
care
know-
about
you
law
know it's
enforcement.
really
Yes, I'm
weird?
a
But you
patriot.
That's
understand
a-
that's a crime.
That's a felony, but when we're talking about undocumented immigrants, that's not a felony at all. So you're actually doing worse things than what they're doing.
Yeah, you're doing way worse than
Wow,
the
holy
the immigrants.
shit.
Yeah,
Should I be deported? Where?
yeah, you could be.
Where?
I don't know, whatever country you came from. You said yourself that you're an immigrant.
Yeah, you're
Wait,
very
wait,
welcome.
wait. So technically, if I'm an immigrant, does that mean I'm an illegal one though? Because I never
You're
talked
breaking
about
the law.
I never talked about legal ones. I was born here.
Well, but by your guys'
Oh.
You
logic,
said you were a naturalized. You said you were a
no,
naturalized.
I never said I was a
citizen.
naturalized. You are going crazy
So you
right
are
now,
not.
ma'am. This
I'm
is
not
recorded.
going crazy. I'm not even worked up.
I never said I was naturalized. Pull the clip back. I'll give you $100. Right hand on the
We
Bible.
can't pull the clip back
I
because
can't
it's
do that,
recording
dude.
until the live
I
stops.
can't do that.
Okay, so it doesn't matter, right? But at the end of the
No,
day,
no, it
what?
does matter because you said you were an immigrant.
Okay, yes, I'm an immigrant
So
because
did you
I
lie
come
about
from
being
roots
an
of immigrant parents.
Did you lie
yes.
about being law enforcement?
I never
are
lie
you
about
just,
being
like,
law.
making
I
shit
never
up?
lied about supporting law enforcement or anything.
No, no,
What are you
you're not
talking about?
supporting.
I don't. Why are you trying to dox
being law
me?
enforcement.
Why are you
I'm
trying
not
to
trying
dox
to
me?
dox you. You
Why do you
use
care
the
so
terms
much?
yourself. I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
give two fucks about you.
Okay, so why do you keep
and
talking about
the moment
this?
that you drop from this panel, I will forget that you exist.
Mhm.
But I would encourage you on this platform, being TikTok, that if you are not a police officer or law enforcement in one
I got you,
capacity or another, I would not lie about that, because there are people that will go after you for that shit.
Okay, sure.
hold
I'm
on,
a
we got-
patriot. I support
hold
ICE. I
on.
support
Shh, shh, shh,
Border
shh,
Patrol.
Pause.
So, hey, Dean, thank you, number one, for the $1 on Venmo. Guys, pay links are almost on screen in a second. If you give me just a moment here. Pay links are on there. Well, they should be. It's, yeah, Dougie9192. If you do send it to me, number one, it's very helpful for me to continue doing things. But two, I'll read your question coming out to the chat. So, Dean, thanks for $1. It says, Joe has pro e-videos on his profile. Yeah, I gotta check out your profile. I had a few people mention that to me. Why is it that you are in support of Jeffrey E? I don't want to say his last name for TikTok, but why are you in support of him? I had a couple people mention that to me. Several videos, yes. Are you trying to leave now? He's trying to leave. That's
Oh,
weird.
he's gonna run.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm not a
If I were
coward.
outed as
No.
supporting a P3
Not at
deal, I would
all.
also be, hightailing
No,
it out
not
of
at
here.
all.
So
I'm
why
not
are
a
you
coward,
supporting a
you know?
P3DO then?
I'm not supporting anyone. It's called a repost, right?
Hey, Anthony, thank you so much for the 25 on Cash App. It says, hey, bro. Hey, bro, back, Anthony. Anthony, thank you, man. Long time no see. I really appreciate that. W. Anthony in the comments. Anthony, I did see you in the box earlier. It wasn't that I was ignoring you. It's just that I've been trying to run live just slightly different lately. I'm just, cause I'm trying to be a little more strict about having a smaller panel. So it's not that I was ignoring you. It's just that I didn't want to have too large of a panel or something like that, and I got to be a little more picky about letting friendlies on up. So don't take it personally. If you didn't mean to request, then take back everything I just said then. But Anthony, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so let's talk about the videos that you got, man.
Sure, you can talk about any video. I mean, they're hilarious actually. AI videos are funny as fuck. I don't care.
Wait, so no, I didn't see them. Let me check them out.
So reposting it means you support it. That's funny actually.
Well,
where did you make that
I
statement?
I wouldn't repost things if I didn't support
Well,
them.
you wouldn't.
Why
It's
are
your
you
opinion. I don't
reposting
care
all
about your
these things,
opinion.
though?
You're woke.
I mean, you
can
have
you pause, Joe?
So he has a video or some post of
Sure, pull it up. You can show your people. I don't care.
P. Diddy, Jeffrey E. and Trump all hanging out together.
I love Diddy.
Um,
His music is fire. Free Diddy.
It's a clip of them asking Jeffrey E. how long he essayed, or how long have you been? Sorry,
Don't make things up now.
sexually attracted to underage women. He has a clip of that.
Wow.
And what was his response?
And then he's laughing about it afterwards. Another video
Who's laughing?
that says,
No one's laughing.
E
No,
was a
You're making
monster,
things up.
and it just says, "Just say you weren't invited." So insinuating that
Yeah.
anybody that says he was a monster is just jealous they weren't invited.
Because it rage baits people like you. See how you're rage. You see how you guys are rage baiting.
I'm so raging right now, dude. I'm so.
Look at your
raging.
fans.
I'm so raging.
It's funny how you guys are rage baiting over.
How summer
reposts.
2026 already be feeling, and it's a.
Joe, how old are you?
Gosh, dude.
Why do you care about my age?
It's for context.
It's for context. I would say that I'm in.
He was-
I'm of legal age.
He was young.
Yeah.
I believe he was 18, 19, something like that. Young.
Okay. Just so you understand, Joe, as a younger guy, videos like that will draw some sketchy folks around you. Thank you, Tammy. 19. That will draw some sketchy folks around you. Also, a lot of times, employers will look at social media. So for stuff like that in particular, especially anything related to a P3DO, I personally would not endorse anything like that and would not repost anything like that. But also, I would, if I were you, I would suggest, even if you enjoy having that just for the hee-hees, I would make that sort of content private because, frankly, that could be grounds for you to not get a job or for you to lose a job.
So, Chris, so I have a question for you. So if I repost something, does that mean I'm condemning their acts or their crimes?
It just looks odd. It looks
Bosses
suspicious.
won't-
It looks like that, and its feelings, right, and its emotions. There's millions of jobs. So if people are not willing to accept free speech, I don't want to work there. Simple as that. Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck. That will certainly harm you when you're trying to pay your bills.
It's not gonna harm me because I'm a good human being. I mean, I help
I've
my
seen
sure
community.
about
senior
that?
executives
I care
lose
about
their
law
jobs.
enforcement.
Wait,
yeah,
you're-
I'm a good
Hundreds
person.
of
for sure.
thousands of dollars.
I don't think
a year
anybody. I don't
losing
think
their
any.
job.
I don't think anybody that voted for Trump is a good human being inside. I really don't.
Okay. So what about people supporting Border Patrol and DHS? Do you think they're good human beings or not? Even though they have existed for 20 plus years.
20 plus years is irrelevant.
I mean,
They've been awful since they started. Frankly, they've been breaking laws since they started.
Hold on. Hey,
There was a case in.
Hold on, one
go
second. I
ahead.
just want to see if this is opposition. Jasleen, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, you
Uh,
can just call me Fuddy.
Okay. Are you opposition? Do you disagree with the background? Voted for Trump? Anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Joe. It was a great conversation, but bye.
Oh my God! Yes.
Well, we were above 30K, so that means anytime we have a request, we're just doing a swap. If you guys are enjoying live, click the red follow button in the top left. Please do follow me on the tube. It's Dougielifts, and if you guys can watch me over there for a little bit, that would be great. Or at least if you have a second device, do so. And if you could comment, like, all that stuff, just get some engagement going. That'd be great. Pay links are right here. If you guys want me to read any question or comment out loud to the chat. It's a nice way to show support, but it is never needed. All right, so how old are you? Guessed.
19.
Perfect. Okay. What is your disagreement with the background?
Well, I disagree with all of them. I mean, my grandparents are immigrants, but I mean the science
too.
one. So
Um,
the science one, I'm very anti-abortion, as you probably would have guessed. So I'm not sure how I really
Not sure
hate
I would
science.
have guessed that.
Yeah, how would I have known?
Why do you have Renee Good as your profile pic?
Ooh.
Because that's her getting her driver's license from the Somali daycare center.
That's not a driver's license photo. That's a college graduation photo. That's a really
whatever it
weird
is.
thing.
I think it's pretty funny. What do you think?
We can
You think
tell
it's funny when U.S. citizens get pew-pewed by federal employees?
I think it's funny when terrorists die.
Okay.
She's not a terrorist.
so let's
You know
have-
what her last words were?
What?
I'm not mad at you, bro.
Was that before or after?
So let's
she
hold
hit
on,
the
hold
ice
on. Let's
officer?
start
She
the cover.
didn't hit him.
We can talk. We
She
can
didn't
hold on.
hit the
Hold on.
ice
Hold
officer.
on. Hold on. We can have. Hold on. Hold on. We can have
Oh
this
my God.
conversation, but let's start it from the beginning, okay? So I assume you think what was done was justify the unaliving, correct? I assume so. Obviously.
Not 100%.
Oh.
Not 100%.
Okay. Can you elaborate upon that?
I don't think that you really had to go and like shoot her. I don't think you had to shoot her in like the head. Like, I think
In the
that was
face.
a little
Wait.
much.
So it should have been elsewhere or not at all?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think if you're gonna shoot her, you could have like shot her. Well, even if you shot her in the stomach, I mean, she still probably would have died. But yeah, I don't think that he should have shot her, honestly.
Okay. So he did
But
something wrong.
I don't have.
Wait. So he did something wrong then?
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
government officers do stuff wrong all the time.
Well, that's not
Well, and
justification.
unaliving people is not something that, especially just private citizens who are dropping their wife off.
You're misinformed.
No, actually, I'm not. I'm actually basing this off of the word of the head of ICE, DHS overall. Do you think
Okay.
she was lying? Do you think
So let
Christy
me-
Nome
okay.
had? Do you think Christy
Hold
Nome
on.
was the sort of person who was going to be like, no, actually, let me defend Renee Good?
If what you're saying is true, they were misinformed. And I can perfectly
You
explain
think you
this
know
to you.
better than Christy Nome?
Can you explain how?
In
Christy
what
Nome-
sense?
Well, explain how Christy Nome was misinformed then.
Yeah.
If what
please
you're
tell
saying
us.
is true, that Renee Good was just like dropping off her wife. First, I heard it was dropping off her kids. Now I hear it's dropping off her wife. When in reality, she was part of the Facebook group, which was to disturb
hold
ICE
on,
and their
hold
operations.
on.
You're telling me that you're
You're
dropping
doing
off
it
your
again.
woman and you're
Slow
fucking your
down.
horizontally-
Slow down. I'm not gonna do this every time that you get on this fucking whole thing where you just keep going. Okay, you need to chill. All right. I just want you to provide evidence. I don't want to hear words. I don't want to hear emotions. Just show the evidence. Okay. Can you do that?
You want me to like send you a link or like a source that says that she was like part of a Facebook group and she was like,
Is it against the law to be part of a Facebook
Yeah,
group?
that's not
okay,
really
so now you're
relevant.
pivoting, and this
Well,
is
no,
why
no,
I
no,
wanted
but
to
hold on.
explain.
You made a claim.
Yeah,
not
no,
relevant.
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
Pause.
wrong with being part of a Facebook group, but there's
Jocelyn,
something wrong with
pause.
impeding
Pause.
government.
Yeah, you have to
Doug
provide
was
evidence.
trying
Okay.
to speak.
Right. So I only want to talk about the things that are relevant, okay? I'm not saying the things that aren't relevant aren't matter in other contexts. However, if we're going to have this conversation, let's just talk about the things that are relevant to the unaliving, okay? Whether she was in a Facebook group or not doesn't matter. She could have been in 20 Facebook groups. She could have been in one. It really does not matter, okay? The fact that it
The
matters...
context was that it was a group for disturbing ICE officers. Like they would, like,
Which is, by the way, legal.
Okay, first, yeah,
Okay,
number one,
so-
number one, it's legal, and number two, that doesn't.
yeah, but the action is illegal.
But that has nothing to do with what she did. So I need you to provide proof that she was interfering with their investigation.
ICE officer. Okay, you can literally watch the video.
No, you need
It's
to pull up proof.
horizontally.
You pull up proof.
Okay, so
Okay,
the
yeah,
video.
the video is proof.
What
The
is it
ICE
about?
officers
You
were driving.
Pull up
Hold
proof.
on. Okay,
So
guys, let me speak. Okay.
Well, okay, so you're saying the video is proof.
ICE
Fine, what does it
officers
show?
were driving, and she was horizontally parked in the middle of the street.
Okay. So
What?
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about it. So why is it that there were
Slow down.
So why was it that there were 11 cars that Why was it that there were 11 cars that passed her vehicle within 3 minutes leading up to the murder? 11 cars.
Oh, because she wanted to stop ICE officers, not others, not like.
No.
There was an ICE vehicle.
Only
There was,
ICE
hold
officers.
on. There was
They
an ICE
walked up
vehicle
on
that passed.
her.
There was an ICE vehicle that passed. There was 11 vehicles, including an
Uh-huh.
ICE vehicle. There may have been 2, I believe, but there was at least 1. So
Okay, I'm not sure if I believe that because you guys gave misinformed.
Well, I can show you the
information
video.
before. I
Yeah,
don't
I'll show you the
believe that.
yeah. So I'll show you the video of it. We can do that. That's
Okay,
fine.
sure.
All right. It'll take me a minute to pull it up. So if you guys want to talk in the meantime, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Just talk about something else in the meantime.
You know what? I'll say this. You know, the person below me clearly has no clue what they're talking about. I honestly, like, I'm not sure why she's even in here. Could it just be like a conversation between you and me? Because she's just saying misinformed stuff.
So
And it's
first of all,
disturbing the entire like conversation.
First of all, you keep over talking the host, and I keep asking you to pause repeatedly. You've said a lot of inaccurate statements, and I have the main reasons I have interrupted you have been to get you to stop talking because Doug has been trying to break in.
Somebody sent me the video a while back. I don't remember who on Discord sent it to me, unfortunately. Gosh, my memory's been so bad lately, so I don't. It's on Discord somewhere. I just don't remember. Hey, for anybody watching, could you just send it in Discord, please? Because I don't remember where it is. So just resend it if you can. That way we can pull up the video. So whoever's watching, just please send in a video. The 3-minute video leading up to it, where we see vehicles pass over and over. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, guys.
I'm gonna see if I can find it from my
Make
side.
sure that it's like ICE that's like passing by,
Okay.
and it's not like some civilian.
Okay.
Can you please stop?
I'll also make that's just one other thing. Make sure it's not AI.
Of course.
Okay. It's not AI.
You'd be surprised how many millennials.
Yeah, I actually am very, very informed on how to vet sources and have good media literacy.
I mean, it was one of you who told me that she was dropping off her wife.
She was dropping off her wife.
Oh my God, you're so like. Why are you even in this conversation?
I'm one of the mods, and I can easily pay to boot you. So please, watch your mouth.
Watching my mouth for what? Just calling you out because you're misinformed?
Buddy, you're wrong. I'm looking up the video on another device at the moment. Can you please calm down and behave like a goddamn grown-up?
No, I forgot who sent it. My gosh. Somebody sent it to me, or it was sent in like one of the general things or whatever. I don't remember where it is. So
I'm going through the links right now. I'm going to see which one is the correct.
It was a
correct
3.
video.
Yeah, it was a 3-ish minute video. Yeah, it was a 3-ish minute video leading up to it. Matt sent it. I don't know because I just looked through our messages. He sent me a different video. It wasn't that one. He sent me the video that had different angles of the unaliving, which is a good video in terms of evidence, but not for this though, unfortunately.
Do you want the one from the bystander or from the cops or the ICE agent?
Well, no, it was a what sort of video was it? It was a video from. It was a video from neither. Yeah, it was a video from a bystander. Yeah, showing like 3 minutes leading. Yeah, that's what it was. Tammy, thanks for the $1 on Venmo. It says ICE was not in the middle of an operation, first of all, so she wasn't impeding any operations. Tammy, thank you so much for the $1, and she is correct. As it was said, Chrissy Gnome said they were not doing any investigations. They were done for the day. So, I mean, that's really all the evidence we need. But sure, we can show this video as well. Yeah, Paige, do you have that video? Somebody sent it.
Is it not a crime?
Somebody sent it in my Discord.
In a street and blocking traffic.
She was not blocking traffic.
If she was blocking traffic, 11 vehicles wouldn't have passed.
Oh.
Exactly.
Because she was. Oh, so she was just blocking it for ICE officers. That makes it so much better.
So on the road that she was on, the right lane was a bike lane, and there was street parking, and then it was a one-way street. Okay? That's how 11 cars passed by.
Maybe because she let them pass by because they weren't ice.
Here, I think I may have.
No, ICE agents passed as well.
Okay, I possibly may have found it. Possibly.
Misinformed.
You are misinformed.
And you also told me that ICE was in the mid. They weren't doing anything.
Okay.
I just searched it up right now. They were in the middle of a large operation.
Yeah,
Christy
that's
Nome
cool, dude.
specifically said that they were not in the middle of a mission.
I don't believe a thing that you're saying because what you're saying is not true.
It
You've said
is-
like about 5 different lies now, and now you're talking.
Oh my god.
Okay, great. So I found
I just
it.
told you ICE was in an.
Yeah.
The ICE was doing
Okay.
something.
Okay. So we're gonna play this. Okay. I don't think there's really any sound, so it doesn't really. Well, no, there's a little bit of sound. All right. So this is an entire 3-minute video. Okay. We're all gonna watch this together. Okay. I can make it full screen, I suppose. Is that gonna mess up what I have on? Nah, I can't make it full video because I can't see how it looks on you guys. This is fine. Okay, so that was the second vehicle that we just saw pass, I believe. She was still able to pass. Yeah,
Oh my god, she totally. Oh my
right, but
God.
2 vehicles just passed, so.
Look at her.
Yeah, but 2 vehicles passed.
She's losing it. Oh my god.
That's irrelevant to your talking point.
Oh my god.
Irrelevant to your talking point. That was not her. Look at that, not even in the road anymore there. Another car passed. Another car is going by. So where do we have? 4 vehicles, I think. 5. I think I'm counting. It's 5. 6. I'm not going to count that one just yet, but I may. Still at 6. Possibly a 7th. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Entire one-way street, another lane being open, so this is going to be not blocking a lane. You guys can't hear me? It's oh shit, I was talking to myself the
Barely.
entire time.
The video is really loud.
Sorry, I'll make it. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I was talking. Did anybody hear me? It's alright. The
I wanna
audio is
hear
not
honking
relevant.
like a
The
crazy
audio is
person.
not relevant. So, anyways, I was counting the vehicles. I think we're at 7 vehicles that passed. The honking's
Yeah,
irrelevant.
7 civilian
the
vehicles.
honking's it doesn't matter. We see 8 vehicles.
No, it's just funny.
And
It
there
just
was
shows
an
how
ice. There
crazy
wasn't.
she
There
is.
was one ice vehicle. It's irrelevant. There was one ice vehicle that we saw pass. We're at 8 vehicles. You guys can't hear me? It doesn't matter. You guys don't need.
We
to
can
me
hear
now.
you right now. We
Yeah.
can hear you.
All right. I don't know why Paige says she can't hear me. Yeah, all right. It seems like Paige is the only one I can.
And so you see all these vehicles passing.
What have I said like 10 times now?
And she's waving people on. Waving people on. And then here's ICE. They stop and they get out of their vehicles and they're coming over.
All right, but that's
And
we know
you'll
what
see her
happens.
hit the officer.
Okay, well,
Absolutely
we
not. She
can
didn't hit
we
the
can
officer.
well we
Host,
can
host.
so we can get
watch the video
hold
where she
on
hits
we,
the officer
we
now?
can get to that part. Okay, that's fine. We can get to that part, but I need you to show that there was, or I need you to admit that there was 11 vehicles that passed, and there was 1 ice vehicle that passed. So there goes your. talking
There was
point.
no ice vehicle that passed, but vehicles
There was.
passed. I
There
admitted
was.
that from the beginning.
There was.
You didn't. I didn't see any ice vehicle, and you didn't point it out.
I did point it out. I guess people couldn't hear me, but that's whatever. But it's irrelevant. That's not really relevant to the point, anyways. Vehicles passed. There was no impeding upon anything. You're just trying to justify this.
I know, but she was specifically doing it for ICE officers.
You can't
My
provide evidence of
pronouns
that.
are they, them.
No one's talking to you. I'm talking about Renee Good.
Okay, you're talking. You were talking about me.
You guys can't hear me now?
Are you
we can
delusional?
hear
No
you,
one's talking
Doug.
about you.
Okay, I don't know why I keep being told that I can't.
You are
hear-
low, though.
I'm low? I don't
Yes.
I don't really know how to fix that. I don't know.
It's fine.
I'm talking at my normal voice.
You're good.
Okay.
It'd be nice if the person above me, whose name I can't remember what he prefers to go by,
Fuddy.
wasn't
What about now? Is it better
Excuse
now?
me?
Is it better now?
That's the name, Fuddy.
Fuddy.
Yeah.
Okay, I read captions, and my captions weren't picking something up, which is why I'm asking. Okay? I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to find out how to refer to you.
Fuddy.
All right, so you guys can hear me now? We're good? We're fine? I think they were trolling too. I don't know. Like, I think, whatever, we're good. Okay, so I don't know what else we can discuss here, man, because it's like, what else do you want to discuss about this?
I want to discuss about how she hit the officer because for some reason
Okay.
your girlfriend doesn't agree with
Okay,
that. for
well,
some reason.
Chris is not my girlfriend. Okay, so and secondly,
Not a girl.
and secondly,
also.
yes, and secondly, not a
But
girl.
yeah.
And thirdly, even if
You're
the
a female
officer-
though, right?
even if the we're not gonna do this. Just because you hate yourself so much, you're not gonna just attack somebody else. Okay.
No,
So-
I just said I'll call you a female then. What's wrong
How
with
about
that?
just call Chris Chris? Is that so difficult?
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to call somebody by their name? You guys are like childish. You guys are pathetically childish.
And you guys don't like to call me by my name, which is Fuddy.
Cool.
I don't know.
I
Great.
just asked you what it was. You can look at my profile and see I'm deaf. I read captions. My captions weren't picking it up, which is why I asked you.
Okay. Listen, man. Even if he was hit, it still doesn't justify what he did because the first pew-pews were fired from the side of the vehicle, which we see.
I mean, what have I said from the beginning? I said, do I think that he should have shot her? No, but at the same time, like,
Thank you, Dean, for kicking. That was
W Dean
really
in the
good.
chat.
Really good timing. Huge W for Dean there.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
I was really getting sick of him, to be honest. I really was. It
Oh
was
my
just,
God.
It was very difficult to speak to somebody like that.
Yeah. Like, let's just chill the fuck out.
If he agreed from the beginning that it wasn't justified, then why debate this to begin with? Like, I don't.
I have no idea.
I don't know. But yeah, I think you are a pretty crappy person if you use her as a profile picture and then laugh at her and make her seem as if it's a joke. Yeah, I think that's shitty. Especially when you admit it wasn't justified. That's like even worse.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking terrible to just be like, no, it's not justified, but let me argue for it.
Your opposition, if you disagree with the background that I got, make sure you hit the request button there at the bottom, okay? I probably will wrap this up soon, though, guys. 'Cause I do get to wake up early. But I can take one more guest if we do get one.
Yeah, if you disagree with the background, please request up. Also, if you have any sort of sense of, I don't know, self-control of not just going on long tirades and over-talking everybody, that's awesome. Even better if you don't use slurs.
Thank you, Julie, for the follow. Make sure you guys follow me, too. This is my backup account, so it'd be great if you follow me. If you guys can also subscribe to me on the tube, that would be great. It's Dougielifts, Dougielifts. Thank you for the sunglasses. Thank you for the sunglasses again. Tammy, thank you again. Thank you so much, Tammy. Yeah, it's Dougielifts, or you can just click on the link in my bio in the link tree. But yeah, if you guys all can subscribe to me, that would be great. I'm trying to build up the subscribers there, so that would be helpful. Thank you so much, Tammy. Thank you for the
Tammy!
For the sunglasses.
All of the sunglasses, like sunglasses after
Many
sunglasses after.
sunglasses. Thank you so much, Tammy. You are the best.
Wowzers.
I'm not a mod on Doug's backup, so oh yeah, I know I need to change the mod stuff. All right, so let's bring this guest up here. This will be the last
Hello.
guest.
Can I
Hey,
turn on my camera just so you can see my face?
no, you're good. It's all good. How old are you before we move
No,
forward?
but I want to. Huh?
No, it's all right. So how old are you before we move forward?
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
PM. I live in the state of California. I voted for Trump.
Okay, cool. So you disagree with the background, I assume. What's your opinion on things?
I would say I don't think MAGAs hate the LGBTQIA plus community. I'll just say they hate what they do, and people
Like-
will misinterpret that they hate them themselves.
What is it they do?
Say for example, some people don't agree that trans women should be in women's spaces. You know,
Well, I'm asking what you say.
I'm
I'm asking what you say, not what some people
okay,
say.
well that's what I say. That's what I say.
Okay.
I feel as if it's
Okay, hold on. Some other guys happen to join. Principal, how old are you?
50.
Okay, and do you disagree with the background prompt? Like you voted for Trump or something like that?
I did vote for Trump, but I posted a comment just saying, do all MAGA hate? And then I was invited up.
Okay, well, you can participate in this conversation if you want, so make sure you can chime in whenever you want. So, X, so what is it that they do that you disagree with?
trans women in women's spaces.
Oh, the spaces
No,
thing.
I
Yeah,
just-
okay, that's right. So why is it an issue that trans men use men's restroom and trans women use women's restroom?
Because those are more of sex-based bathrooms.
Then why are they
No,
called?
they're not.
Why? Well,
It's not called the female room or the male
I know,
room.
but people think
No,
women
no,
and
no,
females
they're
are the
not.
same thing.
They're absolutely not.
Well,
It's
they're not,
women's,
though.
men's, girls, boys. It's
Yeah,
never by sex.
Yeah, but there's reasons for that. There's reasons for that. Like, the
Yeah,
reason why we don't
and
call it a
those
female bathroom.
reasons are because of inclusion.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily. It's
Do
for
you
safety.
think that it would be appropriate for a man to be the arbiter of who belongs in women's spaces?
Repeat that.
Do you think it is appropriate for men to be the arbiter of who belongs in women's spaces?
How is that relevant?
Well, because you're talking about who belongs in women's spaces.
Okay, but what's relevant of men being the I can't say the word.
Arbiter.
Yes, of women's spaces.
Why are you
benevolent,
policing women's spaces?
benevolent.
So number one, this has nothing to do with what
Yes,
men
it does.
Women agree with it too. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely. So you're a man. If I was to say, here's what should happen in your bathroom, here's
So-
who should or should not be allowed in your
Okay.
bathroom, would it be appropriate for me, who is not a man, to be the arbiter of what occurs in the men's room?
So this is my sister. She also disagrees with trans women.
That's
being in
anecdotal.
Why should trans women be
No,
allowed?
no, this is not a community
No.
sport.
First of all, it seems like they're underage, and we can't have a group of
No,
people.
no, she's a grown woman. I can turn on the
Well,
camera.
it doesn't matter. I don't want multiple people speaking on this. Okay, so you
Okay,
can,
but I'm
you can
proving a
handle your own
point. I'm saying
You can
that's
handle
just
your own
men.
conversation. Okay.
No, it's men and women. Men and women don't want trans women in women's spaces.
Can you show data?
Not
Can you
just men.
hold on? Can you show?
Incorrect.
Hold
I
on.
can put my
Hey,
sister back on the
can
phone.
you show data that the majority of men and women don't want this?
Never said
Specifically
that.
women.
Never made that claim.
Okay,
Never
but-
made
Yeah,
that claim.
okay, but then it's
My
irrelevant.
wife
then.
disagrees also.
Okay,
No, it's not
okay,
irrelevant because you
but that's
say,
anecdotal.
MAGAs, why do you hate? And you asked me
Okay,
personally,
Yeah,
why
so,
do I hate?
so why don't you just
Like,
tell me the problem with them being in restrooms again? Because you didn't really
Oh,
beat around the bush.
The problem, I explained to you.
Not really.
It is a female and male's restroom.
No,
off of
they're not
safety.
female and
Hold on.
male
I
restrooms.
just
But hold on,
explained- I
but
just
hold on.
explained how.
That's not
I get an
answering the
argument,
question
you
of
don't.
why it's problematic. You're just saying it is because it is.
No, it's off safety because I don't want.
Okay, so it's a
people
safety problem.
who has ill
Okay.
intentions. Yes, I don't want people with ill intentions trying to use the mask of
I
trans
love
women
that you
going
said
in
that.
with
I'm
it.
so happy that you said that. So you're saying that
Thank you.
so you're saying that there are men who are going to pretend to be trans women, so they're going to go into the women's restroom and do it
I
inappropriately.
think- Yeah, I'm not gonna say
Okay.
it's just trans
Okay,
women like
so
real ones, but,
because of that, you want people born as males to go into men's restroom, people born as females to go into women's restroom, and
Absolutely. I mean,
great,
yeah, by
great,
law.
perfect. I love it. Let's keep going with this. So let's say
All right.
let's say I wanted to do something inappropriate to women, and we had the laws
Okay.
that you guys wanted, and I say, hey, I am a trans woman. I was born as a female. I just went through I got surgery, all that stuff like that, and so I look masculine, but I am born as a female, right? Great, I can take advantage.
Wait, they look masculine?
I can take advantage and go into it. A trans man, yeah, I'm a trans man. I can go into the women's restroom and do inappropriate things in this scenario.
Yeah.
Great.
Wait, I don't even know your argument. Wait, did you just say an argument or you just say an
Yeah, he
analogy?
did.
Yeah,
He said an entire argument, and you weren't paying attention.
So
No, I
by
was paying
by
attention.
the
You
laws
just-
that you want, I can do and others can do inappropriate things as well. This doesn't change it.
That's anecdotal.
What are
How
you
often
talking
has
That's
that
not
happened?
wait. That's not what anecdotal means.
You know what's
You're-
anecdotal?
I don't think you know
Yeah,
what
when you
anecdotal
use your own
means.
example
I-
of something that happened with you.
No, I
So
didn't do it.
you're
No,
bringing
I
up,
no
okay,
no.
you're bringing
You're
up
not
a terrible
understanding. You're not
terrible
under. No, you're not.
hypothetical.
I'm gonna have to mute you because you're not smart enough to understand what I am saying, and it's not a anecdotal because I didn't do it. What I am trying to say is that you are saying it's a safety issue because men can pretend to be trans women and use the women's restroom. Okay? By this law, by the laws that you want, by the laws that you want, that could be done anyways.
Not necessarily.
I
'cause
just
why do I have a
explained how
man-
it could.
No. Okay, so give me the analogy.
It's not an
Give me the
analogy. It's not an analogy.
Give me an example. Give me an example.
Okay.
Hypothetical.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. You guys are. I don't know why you can't grasp this. Okay. You don't want Sparky.
There's one.
I mean, you're just not making sense.
There's
I'm not
two.
It's not that we can't. Bro.
Okay.
W Sparky in the chat. W Sparky in the chat.
All right. So Principal. So you guys think that that men can pretend to be trans women and use the restroom and do something inappropriate to women, right? Great. By the laws that you want, that can still be done. I can just say I am a trans woman or trans man. I was born as a female and go into the women's restroom by the laws that you want, and then just do something inappropriate as well. Your laws don't change
Okay.
that.
So,
Okay.
Principal, how often are crimes? How often are crimes occurring in the ladies' restroom right now?
I have no idea. I didn't bring up this argument, so I joined in late.
Well, but you started
I mean,
to
you
hold
were
up his
supporting
position.
it.
Yeah, you were very much supporting it.
Well, yeah, because but do I know the statistics? No. But even if one time did it, and like with your hypothetical of as you
know-
could claim. Sorry,
Do you know who Katie Grass is?
not by name, no.
Okay, so her first name is Katie, Kady. Last name Grass, spelled like the stuff on the ground. She lives just outside of Chicago, and last month she was in a fast food restaurant getting food, and she went to use the restroom. She has short hair, isn't a particularly girly girl. She went to go use the ladies' room. She is a cisgender woman, okay, like 19 years old if memory serves. And she was assaulted by a man who was convinced she was a trans woman going to use the restroom.
Okay.
Nobody stopped the incident, and she suffered concussion because her head was slammed against the ground. She suffered a lot of injuries. She's a cisgender woman. Do you know why incidents like this happen?
Because of rhetoric. Why?
Because men feel like they should police who is woman enough to be in the ladies' room, and they judge it wrong.
I mean, I can give an example of the other way too.
Okay, please do tell
No,
me
I
of
don't-
a
I don't need
time
to,
in
but
the
we
last
know.
2 months
Otherwise-
when someone was preyed upon by a trans person in a restroom, because
Yep,
I can give you statistic after statistic of actual incidents that have occurred when people have been attacked that are not trans but are being accused of being trans and
Okay.
stopped by the police because how they look isn't feminine enough, and they get assaulted or arrested for it.
So your solution would be to what? Allow anyone into any bathroom?
To do what we did before, And if somebody is a woman, they go into the women's room. If somebody is the man, they go into the men's room. If
That's still not
somebody
going to change
breaks the law, then the police get called and they get in trouble for breaking the law.
Yeah.
So you're
Because when
saying the
we
guy that
police
assaulted
people-
Katie
Yeah.
didn't get in trouble? Then how do you
No,
know
he
about
did.
it?
But
Well,
here's
then
the
what are
thing.
you looking
It
for?
doesn't undo the fact that because people feel like they are entitled to police who goes into what restrooms, that's why people get hurt, because they make assumptions based on how somebody looks. He thought
And you
she
think
was
that's going to
trans.
change if it goes back?
Well,
Okay,
here's the thing.
he's a
It's
whacked out dude.
bigotry.
Okay,
It's bigotry. No, it's occurring all the fuck
Okay.
over the place. That isn't
What's
a
your
one-off
solution?
situation. That people stop being
What's your solution?
bigots. I'm trying to tell you if you
Well,
stop interrupting me.
n-
That
that's
people
not a
stop
solution.
that people stop being bigots and policing who goes into restroom. 3 years ago, this wasn't a fucking issue. I was still trans. Katie Grass was still cis. I would imagine the majority of trans people that exist in the world still were existing, as we always have done, because we predate the printing press. We predate the Bible. We've been around
Okay.
forever.
I don't want anybody to abuse children. That's I can say
And
what I
then
don't
then you should
want,
have
but
words
there's no
with the Catholic
solution.
Church, not trans people.
Did you vote for Trump?
What?
Did you vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump. I'm a conservative. Yes.
That's interesting, and you don't want people to abuse children. But you voted for the guy that's
Yeah.
covering
I don't
for-
want babies to be murdered
but
either. I don't
you're-
like
But
pets
hold on,
being
but
abused.
you voted for the guy that's
And
covering.
talk to Christy Nome.
So you voted for the guy that's covering for the biggest pedo cover up that we have ever seen in history. That's not.
Oh, I'm not
releasing
saying
the
he's
files?
perfect, and I don't look at our politician as my moral compass. If
Wait,
anyone does
but
that,
he's
they're
but hold on, but
crazy.
he's not releasing the files. He's covering for them.
Oh.
But you don't want.
Yeah, and that's a big black eye on his part.
Well, that should be more than a black eye.
What's
That
your
should-
point?
The point is you should be in. You should.
He,
lose-
like other politicians, says he was going to
Stop
do
interrupting
Hold
this.
on, he should lose your total support, and you should be speaking out against him every day if you're against child abusers.
I should. I guess in 3 years we'll see what happens.
Well, why don't you
You
stop
said you're
supporting
against-
him now?
Yeah.
I also don't support people who kill babies. I don't approve of abortion.
You can not approve of abortion all you want. You know what's happened since Roe v. Wade was overturned?
More abortions ever?
Yeah. You know why?
I still don't support it.
You don't have to fucking support it, but here's the thing. When
Can you- how old
more
are you?
women,
Can you have a typical conversation without
when
cussing?
More,
Seriously.
I can repeat myself, or I can just fucking mute.
Yeah, you can just
Which
get
would you
angry.
prefer?
You can just get angry. You can't have a decent conversation.
If you're gonna keep talking over me, I will be petty and mute you.
You are petty.
You don't have the power here, and I need you to know that. Okay, so here's the
So
thing.
it's-
You cannot like abortion all you want, but at the end of the day, it's endangering people's lives. More
Yeah,
women,
the fetus.
more women and femme-presenting people are losing their lives. Do you give two fucks about a fetus, or do you care about the person that is the incubator for that fetus?
Do you care about the black
Because-
population?
Are you black?
I identify, yeah.
What
Are
does
you
that
black?
mean? What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? You
What-
can't
Can we
tell
let
me
Buzzy
what
up?
I identify as.
Yeah,
That's
we're
my
not
picture
we're not
right
doing
there.
that. We're not doing this bullshit. Are you or are you not? It's a yes or no. We're
If
not
he
doing
wants
how
to,
you
oh,
identify.
here's number one.
No, see, dude.
Keep
Here's
it coming.
number two.
Yep.
Before he goes, Buzzy's up here. Oh,
Oh, okay. What is this? Hey, I do have to end the live though. Guys, remember I'm trying to keep the panel small. I don't know, Buzzy. No offense. I'm just trying to keep the panel small.
Oh, you're fine.
No,
I just
you're good.
came up here
You're
because
okay.
he was going to do a racism, and
Yeah, I know.
I was perfectly happy throwing tomatoes in the comment section.
you're lovely.
Thank you, by the way, Sparky.
You're so lovely, Buzzy.
To the tomato army, I see that we are all throwing tomatoes to express our emotions. Keep engaging. It keeps Doug's live going. I'll be here in the wings the next time somebody wants to do a racism, or someone decides they want to speak for a woman and my
Yeah,
uterus.
Buzzy, you're welcome
until-
to you're welcome to panel / co-host. You know, if you happen to come in the beginning and nobody's up, I'm just trying to keep it smaller because I keep getting into this habit of bringing too many people up. And I'm trying
Yes,
to stop doing
principle
that,
of racism. Would you like
so
to come back
you're-
and talk about it?
You're welcome to So if you come into the live early, you can do that. But I do need to wrap up this live, guys, because I really got to be getting to bed. I had to be into bed an hour and a half
Understandable.
ago. Yes, but Buzzy,
Thanks
great
for
seeing
having me,
you.
Doug.
Great seeing you. Absolutely, Chris. I'm going to go ahead and bring you down. Take care. All right, guys. If you enjoyed the live, click the follow button in the top left. Remember, this is my backup, so if you follow me elsewhere on my main, make sure you do follow me here. Subscribe to the YouTube, please, okay? It's Dougielifts, Dougielifts. The link is in my bio. That would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys join the Discord. The link is in the bio. I announce there ahead of time when I go live, and also if you click on my profile picture in the top left in the bulletin board, I announce there as well. If the Discord link doesn't work for you, just DM me. I'll give you a proper link. Appreciate everybody watching. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys likely all tomorrow at some point. But have a good night, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you for the good live, everyone. Ugh.